Okay, YouTube, here we go again. So we're using this piece of wood that is made for construction, for installing doors and windows for construction. We're going to use it as a pointer to point at items throughout the room. This is in no way, shape, or form for a firearm. This is for construction. And this is a wedge piece of wood. Remember as well as we got a second video going to record all. Hey buddy, what's up? What's up, Eastern? I think that's who hopped in, right? Yeah, good evening, buddy. Gotta do my own little spill, you know, about the sticks and the wood and whatnot. Okay, YouTube, remember, we got one going. And this is a piece of wood. Remember that. It's our pointer stick, YouTube. You say not much? Okay. Broke 4150. Yeah, yes. It was 4155, and then as soon as I turned on the tablet, it said 4156. I didn't really change anything around. Hopefully that's okay. I changed a couple things around, but not much. Have to keep YouTube in line. Yeah, when they get out of line, hit them with the little switch. The little paddle right here. You know, slap on the hand, right? 3 in the chat, guys. I'm sure I know it'll take off. Appreciate you showing up. Added a couple more handguns since last live. Didn't really do anything with the bolt actions. I figured there's some people who might want to still see the bolt action. So, we'll rearrange those too so we can have more room to see those. So, second pistol from the left. That one right there. That dumb mosquito's still in here. That is a Star Arms Fire Star made in Spain. It's made in Spain. What's up, Fortnite? He say, yo. Oh, you probably like guns if you like Fortnite. Appreciate you showing up, buddy. Double tap the screen. Subscribe. I believe you're new. Fortnite, thanks for coming to Desert Army and more. Appreciate you showing up, my friend. How's it going? Susan, yes, these are some hunting rifles. Question of the night is bolt action or semi-automatic for hunting. Victoria King, hello. I'm doing good, Dragon. Let's see. Any for sale? Nothing's for sale. Do you have an automatic? I do not. Devin, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hoyt, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the chat as well. Let's see here. Bolt actions. Yes. Oh, for hunting. Yeah, I think so too. All right. Sorry, guys. Typing something out here. Starting a little goal here. There we go, guys. Got a little goal counter here. See if we can get 10 within an hour. Donations of any type. And then we'll do the MP5 slap for each one. A kilometer? I do not know. Definitely bolt action for hunting. Yep. Savage 12. Do you have a Desert Eagle? Nope, that's the first one of the night. React to 50 for me. I don't have a 50. The FMK on the table. It is right there. That's my first 9mm ever bought. Welcome, guys, to Desert Armory and more. Do I have an AR-15? Yes. Right there. Modern sporting rifle. Bolt action is definitely more accurate for hunting in my experience. Hey, Alex. Welcome, buddy. We just got super stickers, too, by the way. I believe. Does it show the little gift floating in the corner? Let's see. How are you, brother? I'm okay. I'm doing great. You have a Ruger. There's one Ruger up here. The 357 mag. What's the best gun you have? One of my best ones would be that 338 Lapua bolt action right there. What's up, Everett? People subscribe and like. Thanks, Alex. We're going to pin that one. Let's see here. Appreciate y'all showing up to the chat. Yeah, buy the safe. Yep. Yes, that's a Glock. It's a Glock 20, 10 mil. Dang, that rifle's sick. Thank you. Do you have a musket? Yes, it's on the floor right there. It's a Kentucky rifle from like 1840. Cap and ball. Jason says hi. Ben says lovely. Hey, Abdul, we're back. Hey, Chloe. She said hi. Piggy Wiggy says, oh, I don't know guns that much. But that's the one I was talking about. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. I think you're new. I have not seen Piggy Wiggy here. Chloe either. Chris, what Alex said. There you go. Like and subscribe. Do you have a sniper rifle? Yes, that 338 Lapua right there. I'm going to bring you over there, guys. What year's 1911? About a 2021, something like that. It's pretty new. You loaded, brother. Yes, NZ Drew. What a good elk hunting gun do you know? 338 Win Mag, 338 Lapua, 300 Magnum. I wish I had that kind of freedom. Love the repeaters. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I got a lot of them here. What a nice closet. There we go. Yeah. Do you have an AR-15? Right there. Right there. Do you have a Glock 19? No, I have a Glock 20 10 mil right there. Ooh, yeah. I got a Canic. Yeah, I have two of them. I have two Canics. They're not out, though. I have a TTI Combat and a Canic SFX Meta Signature Series Sketch. To hold off a small police station. Yes, that's a 5.7. Is it overhyped? I don't think so. Got a revolver? Yeah, I got those two and another, 14 of them in the gun cabinet. Well, there's two actually that are out. That little one and one there. So there's 12 in the gun cabinet. Tomorrow's Wheel Gun Thursday. So if you want to see a lot of handguns that are wheel guns and revolvers, they'll be out tomorrow on the table. Yes, that's a musket. Yes, sir. Wish I could get guns. Sorry, Piggy. Today, unfortunately, let's see here. You're from Chile. Fue arresto. Oh, really? Okay. One more question. Do you have a shotgun? Yeah, that's a semi-auto Seagull clone. I got 3 pumps in there, 2 double barrels. We've got a long bolt action there, a whole bunch of double barrels here, 2 double barrels there, a single shot a lever action, single shot 10 gauge. And we got 2 9mm rimfire shotguns. Do you have bolt action? Yes, Chris. We got a whole bunch on the table here. And this whole row here is bolt action. Do I have a 223 right there? Do I have a 243 Ruger? No, that'd be cool. Got asked, how do you afford all these firearms? Because I know for myself they aren't cheap. One at a time, brother. Mosin Nagant, second one in from 1943 right there, my friend. Do you have double barrel shotguns? A whole bunch of them, Devin. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double barrels. Where are you located? Southern Arizona. Have you seen Peter? Pistol Pete? Yeah, I have. Do you have 9mm? A whole bunch of them. Galander Mill says hi. Do you have an AK right there? Kalashnikov. What grain and how much muzzle energy and feet per second does 338 Lapua? I run, the hunting rounds are 225 grain ammo, but the ones I normally shoot, they're 300 grains. They're those boxes right there. That one there. Never didn't want to mess with you. Have a great day. See you, buddy. Mr. Gold has a hat. It's hard where I live. Not impossible, but hard. Very restricted. Do you have a P226? I do not. They real. Yes. Como quieras de armas buenas. Get them all sorts of places, buddy. Do you have 9mm? A whole bunch of them. What is that rifle on the rack on the left? On the left. That's a shotgun. A Sega clone. That's what you're talking about. No 4570. Yep, no bull bleep. P90. Nope. Do you have a 22? I have one currently out right there. There's one right here. There's one right there, and I have another 10 of them in there roughly. May I have a shotgun, please? Nope. Handgun? Nope. Can I always do? You want to go and please go hunting with? Do you have any of those tags in your space? Because I were to need my family. Don't know what you mean, buddy. What's your best shotgun? My double barrel 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk. I have some 20 bolt action Savage. That's what that one is. It's the first gun that started the whole game out in 2008. Do I have a Taurus Gentle? No, I do not. FN Scar? No, I have an FN 5.7. No 4570. How do you get these? Hard-earned money. Do you have a PPSH? Nope. They're all legal. Do you have a Taurus Gen 2? Nope. Do you have a BB gun? No. 22s? Yes, I do. Would you ever consider getting a SPAR 12? Maybe. No 4570. Guys, I get to every question, so please try not to ask it more than twice. Nothing's for sale. Which gun is the most kick? The 10 gauge single shot right here. It shoots the 3.5-inch turkey magnums. Do you have a Taurus Gen 2? No. Do you have a Cannon? No, I do not. Do you have a 9 mil? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. The stupid correcting thing corrected me. PP41. No, I don't. No chip clock. Don't know what that is. What caliber is that? It's a 45 ACP Mark. God's caliber. Can I see the sniper? Says Azen. Yes, sorry, the corner's a little darker. 338 Lapua. It's a precision rifle from Ruger. Never mind, I'm a dummy. I meant right. The right, that's a 30-30, and that one right there is a pellet gun. Where's RPG? Probably still at the store. Go to the pistol. Let me show you what my favorite gun is. I got way more than this out, but let's see here. You don't get a jamming Mauser 8mm. 8mm? That is, but it doesn't jam. It's a Mauser from Turkey. Small collection, good on you. I got a whole bunch, buddy. I got almost 100 guns, if not. Do you have a SIG? I got 2 of them. Got a SIG 365 and a M18. Do you have a 4674? Don't even know what that is. What a good first revolver. Depends how much money you won't have. A starter, I'd say a Taurus. Just don't get the light because they can warp with the heat. Just got my first AR-15, says Steven. Nice. Has anyone ever broken your house? Lexo? Nope. Do you have a SIG? Yes, I have SIGs. Only ask the question once if you can help it. Hudson, you've asked that 3 times if I had a SIG. I will get to your questions. Those who know me know I get to them every time. What is this gun you got it? I got a whole bunch, buddy. It's kind of cool. I don't know which one you're talking about. Remember me, bro? About the 4570. A lot of people ask about 4570, so who knows, William? Do you have that? Do I have what? Cats? No. What's the best carry weapon in your opinion? For pistol? I mean, some Tauruses are good. Some SIGs are good. Some Springfield Hellcats. You have a Tommy gun. I don't. Hey, thanks for the gift, Jesus. Appreciate you. Thanks, my friend. No Tommy gun. What company is your favorite? Smith & Wesson, I think, is pretty nice. All the way around. Yes, that's an FN57 right there. Savage bolt action. It's a 22 LR, that one. That one right there. Mark II Savage. Do you have an HK? So I have an MP5 clone with HK internals. Any green tip 5.7? No, I do have defense rounds for it, though. No 6.5s. Do you have a Mosin Nagant? Yes. It's from 43. It's right there. It's the M70... No, M38. It's the carbine edition. Have you ever been hunting? Yes. Do you have a Rigger RXM? Not yet. Do you have any firearms? Right, Jagger. Yeah, do we? Smith & Wesson all the way. What is your oldest gun? James Hillard, right there, from 1840s. Do you do 270? Yeah, I have a 270 right there with the scope on. We're going to use that for our deer. As well as we're going to also bring that as well, both of them, depending where we're at. Yes, they're real. What gun is that? Don't know which one you're talking about, my friend. What's your favorite safe, large storage? This one's a Yukon Gold by Browning. Got it from Sportsman's for like $900. Supposed to be over $1,000. Favorite pistol is not out on the table. It's my TTI Canet Combat. Favorite revolver is in there. 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Yeah, I would love the RXM. I'm thinking about getting one. Want to get a Colt revolver. Is it worth it, though? I wouldn't get for your first revolver. Yeah, don't get a Colt for your first revolver. KD, I would get a Smith & Wesson over a Colt any day. It's cheaper, and the timing will outlast it. What can I say, DP? I think we know why. Excuse me, real life the question. Thank you. If someone breaks into your house, which company you grab? That's up to me, buddy. Is that a 9mm rifle? This is a 9mm pistol. What's your opinion on the new FN clip-fed 5.7? Oh, the Keltec? Never ran one, Mark. I'm not sure. Sega's pretty sassy. Yeah, that thing with the big clip, too. I mean, the big mag. It's a Sega clone. Do you get a Mike Hunt 1911? Don't know what you mean with that, but we do have a 1911 right there. Springfield Armory. Do you have a pellet gun? Yeah, Chris, right there. It's a PCP, 25 caliber Avente Air Avenger. Can you show me your favorite M870? I don't have an M870. Got any Zastovas AKs? No, that one's a Kalashnikov. I do have an AK, I mean a Zastava 16 gauge double barrel shotgun there from Yugoslavia. It's worth quite a bit. Do you have revolvers and how many? So right now we've got those two out. We've got this one out chilling and one in there, and I got another 12 in the cabinet. Onyx, if you want to see all my revolvers, come back tomorrow. And tomorrow is Wheel Gun Thursday, and you'll see them all. Smith over Colt every time. Yep, same. Colt is nice, fancy, and overpriced. Are they real? Are they real? Yes, Jimmy. Do you have a Viper? I wish. Keltec, yeah. I don't have a Keltec. I don't have any Keltecs at all. Holy moly, says Conte. Quanshell Ellis says hi. Hey, buddy. What guns are you going to use for Zombie Apocalypse? I'm definitely going to grab the AK, the AR, and probably the 45 and my 1.9mm that's locked up in a box down there. It's a TTI Canet Combat. Any Ruger 1022s? Yes, in there. 2 of them. I want one of those stuck in California. Who'd have that? Thought it. Yeah, I used to live in Cali for 12 years. Before that was in Arizona. And I'm back in Arizona. Love it here. No M4HKs. Nope. Yo, bro, I just came back from this hunting camp. We got to shoot some sort of shotgun. I forgot what it is. Maybe we'll come back to you, buddy, Kante. Bye, everyone. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Chris. Okay, and what time are you going on stream tomorrow? 6 p.m. Arizona time. So whatever that ends up lining up for your day. We've been on about 20 minutes now. Got a Taurus, Brazil, polished, M307M. Love that gun. Sounds good, Mark. Brookside, it's going good so far. We got 145 people in the chat. Guys, we got one of our goals for the target today. If you don't mind helping with jewel donations, we'd love it. Arizona FTW, not sure what that means. Do you have any grenades? Nope, those Russian rifles are neat. Yeah, that one's a Russian right there. I also have a CZ52 Cold War pistol Tuckeroff in there. 1911 right there. M200s. I have a 200 shotgun in there. It's a pump gun, a pump action. It's Sears and Roebuck. Arizona FTW. I don't know what that is. T200s. No, none of those here. Let's see. Yo, I'm in Phoenix. Shout out. Hey, Nick the Plug 420. He says he's in Phoenix. Nice. I'm south of Tucson near Benson. For the win. Arizona for the win. Yeah. Ben Avery meetup. Oh, that would be nice. The Special Alpha. I've never been to Ben Avery's yet. CZ Guns. Yes, this one's a CZ17 HMR. Made in Czech Republic. And then that's a model, I think, 427. And then in here I have a CZ52 made in 1954 in the Tuckeroff. Indian nukes. No, we don't need that. Well, look at that. Thanks, J-Dog. Appreciate you, man. I love the little fingers, how they wiggle. No, I mean, do you go hunting with those? Yes. Yes, we are. This thing I can open sight at 350, no problem. I was thinking that was really cool. Appreciate you, J-Dog, for sharing that. Let's see here. What was that? Marshmallow High. Do you have any competition Glocks? I do not. I would rather put my money into something that already has all the competition stuff than dump another $600-800 into a $600 gun. Yeah. Accuracy in the CZ17 HMR. I open sight that at 350, no problem, at a 1 foot target. Hey, Chris is back. Chris is back. Hey, look, we're almost 4,200 subs, guys. Thank you. 154 in the chat. We got what is this? 2 goals for our counter. Thank you, guys. Oh, we just got another one. Thanks, Jada. Do you have any speed loader for revolvers? I don't. The reason why is because these aren't that style. These are the cowboy style where you put in one at a time. Glock versus 1911. 1911 all day, brother. Mr. Alpha. Glock. Sorry, I just don't like Glocks. Weapon is the... what's the rest of that weapons? Weapons of War Orc. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what the rest of that is. Oh, is that Mosin Nagant? It's not an M91. It's an M38. It's the carbine. It's not with the, what do you call it? Doesn't have a... It came that way without a bayonet hookup. It's a little guy. Can we be friends now? Which one is the best for Nigerians? Any gun's good for anybody. They're not racist. No guns are racist. What's a weapon you can easily mag dump with? Definitely a lot of the handguns you could. Of course, the ARs and the AK. Special Alpha, you're saying you want to meet up over at Ban Avery's? That would be cool. Clock price, nothing's for sale, buddy. What is the oldest one? That's the oldest pistol I own. It's from 1869 to 71. It's also the rarest one I own. That's the oldest rifle from like 1840s. Do you consider the 5.7 a decent defense round? It's a penetrator. It's not for knockdown. It's a penetrator. Rifle, nothing's for sale, buddy. Yeah, the rifle's the oldest right there. Definitely think the Luger was racist. Maybe. I know the person behind it was. Have you wanted to get a P90? Well, P90s are extremely hard to get because they're actually legal. The PS90 is totally legal. Maybe one of these days. No, AZ Tech Warrior. You from Arizona too, huh? No M16s with grenade launchers. What's the best pistol? Luis, that's in the eyes of the beholder. What do you think of Ruger LC Charger 5.7? Never shot one, so I don't know. You got the John Wicks booth gun. Almost, right? Do you have an original Browning? I have no Brownings, unfortunately. Zona de Progreso. What's up? Hi, brother. Salutations from Brazil. Got a PS5. Nice. Yes, Manuel. Hi, I'm back. I was in the stream earlier. Hey, welcome. Yes, I remember you. This is your boy rides bikes. I would love to meet at Ben Avery. I've been on 308 Kick. There's a 308 right there. The Woodstock. Hey, Alpha. There's my Instagram. I'll put it as a poll. Here we go, guys. All right, let me shrink this down. All right, guys, there's my Instagram just in case someone wants it. No Desert Eagles. Love my daily Taurus. Nice. Tika, Ruger American Gen X. Honestly, Jesse, the Ruger American Gen 2 is like punches way above its price. MP7 or PS9? MP7 all day. Chris Vector 45, don't own one. Nope. It's a lot of guns. Thanks, V1. Like and subscribe, buddy. AC Slater says hi. Hey, bud. Okay, cool. I also feel like 1911s are better than Glocks. Yep. I have a A1 Glock Springfield, Mr. V1. Collect 20, says Dave Hammerett. Nice. How many rounds do you shoot a month? With the channel, I shoot more than I used to because I take them out and shoot them for the channel. So if you want to check out the channel, I shoot probably 400 maybe a month. Hey, yeah, good question, Mr. High. The next gun, all the donations I get, either super chats or super stickers, is going towards the TX22 for the channel, and we're going to put an FRT in it. So, guys, if you want to donate towards that and help to the channel for that, that would be great. Should meet up south of Phoenix instead of north of Phoenix. He said he's south of Tucson. Yeah, I am south of Tucson. Let's see, what caliber is the silver pistol with the black sides? This one? That's a Makarov. PA 63 FEG. Do you have any ammo boxes and how many? Yeah, over there. 1911 454? That'd be cool. What's the worst gun to go hunting with? A pellet gun? No. The gun not that you shouldn't be bringing. Purple VR says he's back. Welcome back, buddy. What are you planning for? Do we need to call the local authorities? Everything is up to snuff. 1911's right there, V1 and Dave. What are the guns on the table? Today was bolt action Wednesday, so a lot of them are bolt actions. Then we got some 9s, a Makarov, another 9, 5.7, 45, 10 mil, 357 Magnum, 45 Colt. Your rarest gun? Mr. Luis, that one right there. They only made it for 3 years. No M1 Grands, nope. Comden, welcome, buddy. Sizzly says FRT TX22 versus GFF FRT. I don't even know what a GFF is, unfortunately. I mean, 4.4. Any llamas? No, I do have this thing, kind of looks like a llama. It's a Star Arms Firestar made in Spain. Best hog hunting rifle? 30-30 would really work. AR and AK platform too. Lorenzo, obviously, you're in Tucson. I'll give you an FRT drop, Addy. So, Lorenzo, I am south of Tucson. You know where Benson is? I'm down from Benson near Fort Huachuca. I use 6.5 Creedmoor Chamberlain M110 clone. There you go. Yeah, that's a CZ right there. For my first three, would you recommend a Tikka or a Ruger American? Probably a Ruger American, honestly. That two-tone Makarov is bad. Yeah, it's cool. It's really good shape. It's made like from the 60s to the 80s. What's the oldest gun? That's my oldest pistol from 1869 to 71. And that one, it's a Kentucky cap and ball. Percussion cap from 1840s. For hiring. Nope, nothing's for hiring. It would be funny if you have a crossbow. I don't. Hunting, yes, we do. Zombie King City Fort. Oh, poor guy. Can you spin the 357 Magnum? Unfortunately not. Can't touch anything on lives. G44 is a 22 Glock, bro. Sizzly. That's probably why I didn't know it. I don't know Glocks. Don't know, bud. Do they make one for that? I guess they do. Are you near Wilcox? I am about an hour and 40 minutes from Wilcox, I think. Please tell me you shooting. Yeah, we do shooting. We all the time, buddy. Nice selection. Love seeing wood and steel with two-tone, the old and new. Yep. Thoughts on Glock 20 short frame? Yeah, mine's the long frame. I don't know. Mine's not the ported either. Mine's okay, flooded. What's your everyday carry? 2.0 Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson, and 365 SIG. 32 Special Rifle. I don't. Like a lever action? No. 300 Blackout. Do not have. Where's the 30-6 Ricardo? It's this one right there. 30-6 Remington 700. Right there. That one's a Remington 700 270. No 300 Blackout. I bet you don't have any high attachments on your shotguns. I'm not sure what you mean. Light attachments? No. What caliber is Starfire? 9mm. You black? I can find any black gun homies. Well, you should know then if I'm black, because you said you can find it. So you should know that question or not. Collect 34. Okay. Just picked up a Springfield M1A 6.5, just waiting on my can. Nice. Face reveal. Next stream, can you bring out 500? It will, actually. It's a Wheel Gun Thursday, so it'll be out. Chris says he wants a face reveal. I should have said only if you drop a super chat or super sticker, right? Hey guys, welcome to Desert Armory More. Thanks for showing up. We got 219 in here. Please like and subscribe. Drop some donations if you could. And we're going to put that towards the TX22 Taurus with an FRT. All right, let's take off this Instagram there. Bonjour, says Ahmad. Let's see here. P320s. Yes, I have one. I want the 5.7. They're not for sale. How many deers have you shot? This is actually my first deer season. Some out for pest hunting like coyotes and hogs. And then bolt action for animals I need the tag for. Sweet. 243s. Don't have one. I hope everyone's well. So far, yep. Hey, Chris. Saw you in some other ones. LOL funny. I'm here. Hey, Freedom. German-made VZ24. Don't have one. Let's go. Bet no 410. Charlie, I actually have one. Ivor Johnson from early 1900s. Single shot. Like and subscribe. Thank you. If you can't come and error, come on air. I have no idea what you mean. Dan Compon. Welcome, buddy. You have a SIG sour guns. I got two of them. M18 and 365 SIG. Let's see here. Chris, I already told you. I got one right there. 410. This is a lot of guns. I've never seen so many guns before. I've got a little compared to some of them. MPX, no. How many streams till I can get modded? I forget how often you've been on yet. I can't remember. Right now I have a decent amount of mods. I think I have like 6, maybe more. But my dad always tries to call me when I'm trying to do a live. Gets a little irritating. Subscribing. Thanks, Pete Bravo. What is the 2 over the right from the single shot 410? That one's a 10 gauge shotgun. That one's a 35 rimfire Stevens. That one's a Remington rolling block number 4, 32 rimfire. Those 2 right there are Garden Guns 9mm shotgun rimfires. That's a 5.77 Lee Enfield Schneider. If you don't subscribe or like, Desert Army will tickle you. There you go. Do you have a 22 short barrel? I mean, I've got a little single shot under there that's real short, and of course that's small. A carbine, my 22-10 22s in there are what do you call it? Short barrels. Emmanuel, welcome. Weapons. They're called modern sporting rifles. They're not called assault weapons. And I only own 2 modding sporting rifles. I have 1 hour left. There you go. Oh, really, brother? Are you sure about that? Can you help bring attention to the federal gun confiscation opening in Canada right now? My government. Okay, 5.7 right there. Do you have any guns? Yeah, right. 308 versus 6.5 Creamer for first rifle. I think that would be personal opinion, Chris. If you want to go farther distances, like even like farther target practice just for the fun of it, 6.5. I don't own any 6.5s though. Oh, buddy. What do we got here? Let's see. Yes. What about an AK? Right there, Charlie. Right there. Yeah, I'm at the hospital. Are you really, Kenny? I'm learning. Good for you. Emmanuel Sunday says, okay, definitely interesting stuff there. Standing up against the wall. Thank you for going down the line and letting us know what they are. You have great taste. Thank you. Gen 2, Gen 21, Gen 3. That's actually a Gen 20. It's a 2, sorry. It's a 20 Gen 3, sorry. Favorite gun? What's the highest caliber gun you have? 308 Lapua and that 5.77 Schneider. See you, Kenny. Talk to you later. I've been on for 4 days, every day and earlier. Favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite. Just starting out for the bolt action, no ranges here over 600 yards. Same. Mine's 500. I need farther for that 338 Lapua. A range over here 600 anyways. Guessing 308 is good. 308, yeah, that wouldn't be too good. A 6.5 definitely would hit 600, no problem. Please place to buy 8mm ammo. Best place? Online, they got lots of places. Look at AmmoSeek. 375 H&H, don't have. Do you have 50 cal? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson, that's 50. Don't have 50 BMG. I like this silver revolver. That is a 357 Magnum. Ruger Blackhawk. No 300 blackout. Yes, it's a 5.77 Schneider. Is that for elephants? It might be able to take out an elephant. I really don't know how hot it would be, because it would have been originally black powder. So it's not a 5.77 Tyrannosaurus. That would be, which is what like Kentucky Ballistics has. Need RPG, I know, right? What's the lower caliber you'd recommend for a beginner that isn't 22? 9mm or 380. What attachments do you have? On that one, I have a Vortex Strike Fire and a 3x magnifier Vortex. Yeah, don't ask dumb questions. Which Desert Eagle I don't have. What's your most recent purchase firearm? I honestly do not know. No 450 Bushmasters, unfortunately. 365 Fuse. What's your thoughts on this? I have a 365 macro, and I've handled the Fuse. It fit great. Trigger was great. What's your lube oil of choice? I just use Hopi's 9. When I say lower cover, I mean lowest rifle caliber. That other than a 22, yeah, I mentioned. I said 380 or 9. Not sure what you said, Ramat. What you use for old school shootout? I've never tried like an actual old school shootout, as in like a competition with that. Do I have an AK? Yes, right there. Do I have an AFK? Don't know what that is. Do I have an AK-47? Right there. Do I have a Glock? A Glock 20. What is your dream gun? Maybe a pristine Colt single action Army, original numbers and extreme pristine condition? Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of people put 911 instead of 1911. Springfield Armory, that thing's been nothing but good. 250 Roberts, don't have. Like 1911, the Glocks more. 1911 all day. Do you have a drum gun? That drum up there fits the SKS right there. Does your arid climate mean you have to clean guns less often? No, it means that I don't get as much rust and moisture problems. If you had to pick one primary and secondary to go to war with, what would you pick? If it's here in America, the AR-15 with 45 ACP probably, or one of my 9mm. Yeah, that one's a 10mm right there, the Glock. There's no such thing as the Glock 15, dude. Not that I know of. Let's see here. Do you fish? Sometimes. It's been a while. Mason Massine, what's up? He say hello. Bit faster speaking and you can host an auction. I know, right? Cool, he says. How often do you clean your guns? About every 4th or 5th shootout. Any 25 ACPs, I have 2. A Jennings that works half decent, and a Lorson that shoots once and then you yeet it at the guy. You say yeet and then throw it. Lucifer, welcome. That's a nice SKS. They're so much fun. Yeah, mine is. I did a video of it a week and a half ago if you want to check it out, guys. Is there a way I can send me stuff? Not like that, no. That's illegal. Just bought a CZ Scorpion Evo. Nice. Welcome, Riff Raff. Caesar says hi. Wahoo says, for a first-time buyer, what handgun would you recommend the most of your current pile? What I have in the pile here? Well, some type of 9mm probably. Not that one specifically. I would say get a Taurus G3C or a G2C. Luger P08, don't have one. What about 17 caliber? Right there. CZ 17 HMR. How big is the bullet on the silver gun? It's a little smaller than a 9mm. Is the 1911 a Thesis? No, that one is a Springfield Armory. I have a Thesis double stack that'll be out on Wednesday or Saturday. Short barrel shotguns. I don't have any. Chest on internal protection. That one is a A1, so it's a mil spec. It would be a GI, I guess. Any full? Nope. Thank you. 11 across. I have one from where, buddy? Rippin'. You probably worded it funky and they took it away. What's good beginner hunting rifle? Ruger American Gen 2. Mexico is the home. There you go. Hey, George, welcome. My German grandfather gave me one. Nice. They real. Yes. What's the gun you wouldn't recommend anyone? The Lorson 25 ACP. What's up, Gooby Goober? Welcome back. You were here another time. And I think you asked the same question. Do you like revolver? If so, what kind? I got all sorts. You'll see them tomorrow, Michael, if you come by. Do you have any chambered in the 7.5 FK? I do not. Those are expensive. Your guns are rusting. Put some oil on them. Use them. Give them some love. Hello, you good folks. We're all good. Ruger Farming. Hi, says Mandy. What's up? What are you using if someone breaks in? That's for me to find out. Hey, George. Ziganan pistol. Don't even know what that is. Michael says Fusho. I have no idea what that is. Hopefully I didn't say a bad word. No subs. Nope. We don't have any subs. No 50 BMGs. Do you have that funny 6-inch revolver? I have a 10 or 11-inch revolver that's a 500. Today is a beautiful day. Good for you, buddy. Parsib, can you show me Glock, please? What's the best beginner gun? Probably a Taurus G2C or G3C. Junior, have you had a C96? If so, any tips? I don't have a C96. Best beginner gun. You just asked that, Goober. No touching on stream, right? Yes, correct. And even when you don't touch them, they still say you did. You plead your case and they say AI said it, so sorry, we can't pull it. Smith & Wesson Governor? No. That is a Springfield Armory 45. Do you have a katana? No, I do not. The person who said he has military-graded gun yesterday. I'm not sure who that is. Let's see here. What is the Ruger pistol? That one over there? That's a 357 Magnum. No submachines, Chris. You already asked that, and I already answered it. Nice piece. Good day. Thank you, buddy. Enigma. Best beginner question to ask. What do you mean, buddy? How much did you spend on those gums? They aren't gums. They're guns. The 19... No, that's a Lock 911. I don't know what you mean. Hi again. Hey, Ace. SCP, he went out to the German weapon. Are those all the guns? No, there's a whole bunch more, buddy. AR-15's right there. Can you dry fire 9mm or on a Kimber? I have no idea. Rack the slide. Can't, buddy. It's still alive. Can't touch the guns. Me and was me. AR-15. Right there, dude. You just asked and I just told you. I'm going to kick you if you ask it again. It's like luck. What you mean, buddy? Do you have any submachine guns? No. World War II? Yes, we got 2 of them. Mosin Nagant from 43 and the 303 British Lee Enfield. That's pre-World War II. That one's post-World War II. Muskets down there, buddy. Let's see here. Morning. Hey, Lil Chris, what's up? Your boy says bye. See you, buddy. Jamie says hi. That's all your guns? No, we got more over here. Of course you can. Not sure what you mean. Marlin 336. No, that is a... It looks like it. It's a Rossi 3030 Rio Grande. Where are the shotguns? Right there, bud. I have 9 double barrels and 3 pumps. and 2 single actions and four single actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a lever. Let's see here. Bro is going to be stuck up in Apocalypse. Oh, really? It's against YouTube policy? Yep. You have any side charging ARs? No, I don't. I feel to destroy a gun. What gun would you destroy? I'm not going to destroy any guns. There. Hey, buddy. Any 4570? Nope. I'm going to come to you in Apocalypse. What kind of gun is that one? Which one, dude? You can't just say that one. Unfortunately, I got a lot in here. Do you have any submachines? No, I don't. Come to you in Apocalypse. Dude, you just said that. Do you have any 22 long rifle? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. There's actually one right there, bolt action. There's another one right there, and there's another 4 of them in there, or 5. No Kel-Tec sub 2000s, no. And that one, Nikki. Unfortunately, just saying that one doesn't help, because I'm going across a lot of guns. Can I see a bullet shelf? You did already. Jeffrey says a gun. Yeah, huh? Which is that? Not sure what you mean, Nikki. You got to actually say 5 over, 3 over, 6 handgun from the right or whatever, so I know what you're talking about. Beautiful. Yo, any oddball ARs like 350 Legend? I don't know. Awesome collection, man. I bet you have a lot of fun. It is. That's for me to find out, Goober. I'm just about to kick you, by the way, so don't ask any more stupid questions. I know you had mentioned that you would show some 22 caliber LR, hoping to see if you might happen to have a Winchester Model 63. I forget what that one is. I got one right here that's a Winchester. It's either 63 or 67, I think. I can't see it from here because the back side, it'd be that one right there. AR-10s, nope. Any high points, nope. Please show bullet shelf. Dude, you asked twice. That's the 3rd time. Do it one more time, boop, you get the boot. Do you have any submachine guns? F-22, you already asked that. I already answered you. I said no. You guys are starting to get on my nerves now. Where's my mods? Do you have any long guns? Nikki, yes. Danny Defense, no. 22 longs, yes I do. She did not come by me. What's your favorite pistol brand? Smith & Wesson, but I don't have that many of them. Canik is right up there too. Been looking for an old school Marlin 39A, 39M. Interesting. Cam says, is that rifle is the one to the right of the AR? Originally thought it was a Sega. It's a Sega clone. Good eye. Do you have 44 mag revolver just like Clint Eastwood? No, my 44 mag is a lever action. It's right there. Right there. Model 94. So do I, buddy. Everybody's got it. Mr. Gooby. Do you have a handguns? Dude, what's in front of you? You're about to get kicked too. You're asking dumb questions, you get dumb results. World War II shotgun with jungle? I don't. Will an empty gun sound loud if you pull the trigger? No, because it won't have a bullet in it. Have you any experience with Kel-Tecs? I do not. Yes, Ben F., you do see a FN57. 1911 is right there. Let's see here, buddy. What's the most fun shotgun on your current collection? Shotgun? I really like my double barrels, the 12s and the 10s. Hey, what's up, Ian? G3C, I don't have one of those, or a G3. What you think about Bursa guns? I hear they're pretty good. What's up, MZit? Wendy, hey, welcome back. How are you? What is your drone defense gun? Thankfully, Shimaka, I haven't had to try that yet. I'm definitely thinking some buckshot would work pretty good in a 12 gauge. No G3s. Nope, your Arsenal rivals Burt Gummery's actor Michael Gross in the movie Tremors. I've actually never listened to those. 89 in the chat. Like and subscribe, my friends. Appreciate you. Thank you, Alex, for going to town on those guys. Do you have any submachine guns? F-22, you've asked that 4 times. This is your 4th and last time. No more. I do not have SMGs. You ask it one more time, you get dumb rewards. Let's see here. What's the pistol bottom left and when was it made? That one? That is a E. Allen's and Company. It's like a little Derringer. It's like a swivel barrel made in 1890 or 1869 to 1871. That's my oldest pistol and my rarest. HK USPM is the best handgun, possibly. How do you feel about Beretta pistols? I think they're cool. Any AK-47s? AAAA, we sure do, right there. What cartridge is most common in your collection? 9 mil and 12 gauge probably. How unite? How's it tonight? Other than we have 3 trolls that are getting on my nerves, one got kicked out. We're doing good. Love the channel, bud, but too many idiots in here. Stay safe. I know. Like Googer Booger, or whatever his name was. He got the boot. F22 kept asking the same things too. Right there, guys. Just so you know, I do read every comment unless YouTube pulls it before I see it. So I will get to you. Have you ever experienced a squib load? Actually, I have. On some homemade ammo for a 25 rim fire that I made. One got stuck in there, but here it wasn't actually really stuck. Yeah, AK-47's right there, A. What's your honest opinion on a Taurus Judge? Are they really good or are they just junk? I think it's you get the people who hate it and the people who don't like it. Kind of like, what do you call it? High points. Let's see. Canik is my favorite pistol brand. It's SX and a TI comment. What Connex do you own? I have a SFX Meta Signature Series Sketch and a TTI Combat, the OG, the first one. Skill shooter side, will you take a 308 or 3.6 for tally across the distance? They go about the same distance. Perhaps modern body armor threats if you're into this sort of thing or any rounds. Mr. Beefer. I have both, and they're both bolt actions. If I was out in the brush and I didn't want to get my nice Remington 700 messed up, I would probably bring the 308 right there. Yeah, made me 4,000 subs. There you go. Oh, Fat Rabbit, what's up? Is that a Butte? I'm not sure what that is, buddy. What's your favorite hunting caliber? Probably 270 if I would choose one. A Botte. I'm not sure what that is. Hey, Mr. High, I appreciate the $2. Top 3 dream guns that you do not own. Okay, good question. So one of them, for a fact, I would love to get a Colt single action army that's like pristine. That would be really neat. And then to get a, let me see. Next would be something that you do not own. 3 dream guns. That would be one. Probably like an old World War I or World War II full pew pew, fun mode. And then probably like a full machine. Next would probably be maybe a 20 mil that are extremely hard to get. Fat Rabbit, I do small. Thank you. That's Fulling Belate. I'm not sure what you're saying, AAA. What do you get? What did you get it? Not sure what you mean, little Chris. Any blunderbusses? Nope. It's so small. And what does it shoot? I don't know what you're meaning, little Chris. No, I said 74. That's not what your messages say, but anyways, I do not have a 74. What's behind you? More stuff. In order to live with comfort, do you need a gun? Cookies, no. No one robbing you. Hold my beer. A lot of stuff, buddy. A lot of stuff's behind you. Favorite gun in your collection? One of my favorite is this double-barrel Beretta Silverhawk. Made into the 60s. That's one of them. Yeah, but look at on the bright side, a troll is cheap entertainment. Well, also too, Joey, like there's trolls that are very respected, and there's some that are just mean. It also gives me views, right? Do you have a musket from the Revolutionary War? Rabbit, yes, right there. It's from 1840s. Do you have any old pirate guns? I do not. Do you have a 50 BNG? No. Thanks for asking it properly. Weck Juice. Most people say, do you have a 50 cal? Well, 50 cal could be a 50 AE, a 500 Smith & Wesson. It could be a 50 BMG. Thank you for asking it correctly. I don't have a 50 BMG. Do you have a bolt action rifle you particularly favor? It doesn't have to be for particular. I like my 270 bolt action and that 17 HMR right there in front. That's a CZ. So you would take buckshot over birdshot for drone? I'd probably take like a light buckshot. Like whatever the lightest is, or maybe some heavy birdshot, like number 6.5, number 5, maybe. You have a scar. Oh, on my face? Oh, I don't have a scar. No, I don't. I do have a scar on my face. We have some modern rifles. Yeah, what do you call it? Modern sporting rifles, Fat Rabbit. What gun in your collection has the longest barrel? It's either the 338 Lapua Sniper right there, or this 36-inch barrel 12 gauge. Top 3 green guns you do not own. Hi. We answered that one when you donated the money. I appreciate that, my friend. By the way, donations. Okay, we got We got 4 donations. We got 3 super stickers and 1 super chat. So, guys, that's 4 slaps. Okay, ready? There we go, guys. 4 slaps. If you want to hear more, donate, guys. Any double stack 45s? I don't. It's a fresh high-end shotgun. It's got to be 1 bow tape. I have no idea what you're talking about. Very Fat Rabbit. It's a modern sporting rifle. Yep. AAA. I have no idea what you're talking about. So can you just drop? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have anything from France. So I have some things from Italy, but those are little 22s. They're not out. What you have chambered in 22R? I have a 10-22 Ruger. I got 2 of those. This one's a bolt action Savage Mark II. That's my first rifle I ever bought. That started it when I was 18. I have a single shot behind that one. That's a Winchester. And then this is a little 22 LR right there. Let's see. Carlos Maximilian Medium says, what do you think about Taurus Judge for home defense? I think it would work as long as your timing's not off on it. Does anybody have any suggestions for 20 gauge slugs? Just picked up a cheap single shot. Range of slugs only. No choke. Huh. Not sure where you'd get that, bro. Online? If you have this Canik SFX sketch out, could you see it? Beautiful pistol. I can't. It's right there. It's in that blue case. It'll be out on Friday. So like and subscribe. Turn on notifications, Mr. Hussein, and it'll be out. Any other... I don't have any over-unders, no. What did they do now? I'm not sure. Ever consider buying a Combat Master? I forget what those are. I've heard of them. Have you ever shot 17 Hornet or 220 Swift? No, I haven't. They also have the 20 Hornet too, isn't it? Or 22 Hornet. Hello, what's going on here? Hey, Tim! Today was Bolt Action Wednesday as well as oddball stuff out and about. Chris is high again. Sorry, the pistol bottom left. When did you get it? And what does it shoot? Oh, I believe... Didn't you ask that already? Forget. That I've had for about 1.5 years. It's my rarest gun I have. It's a 22 LR. Well, it'd be 22 short in CBs because it's black powder originally. From 1869 to 1871. It's my rarest pistol. Dude, 100% duck or goose. Loads for drones. Yeah. I think this would work pretty well too. But it's kind of a waste though. These 10 gauge, that'll do the trick. Number 5 shot. Chris, more guns. That's what's in the safe. Cam says my grandpa owns one of Billy the Kid's pistols and had papers to proof of it. Nice. What's in the safe? More guns like normal. They don't believe it, Billy the Kid. Really? That'd be cool. Let's see here. Thanks, Alex. He was being a little bit nuisance, wasn't he? Yeti Empire, welcome. What rifle in your collection has the slimmest frame and body of rifles? Probably the lever actions. They're really slim. From Brazil, I love your channel. Thank you. Vamos. Thank you. What gun do you hate the most but refuse to get rid of it? Well, the one I hate the most is a 25 ACP Lorson in there. But yeah, I'll keep it. Way, yes, sir, man. It's been passed through my family for generations. Nice. Best round for me to act like Kurt Cobain. I don't even know who that is. You have 20 gauge slugs. Nice. What's in the safe? Sorry for asking again. Chris. Dude, 3 people have asked. You've asked twice. But you asked twice and someone asked once. I already said, okay, it's a gun safe. Guess what's in it? I said there's more guns in there. Have you had it appraised, Billy Kid gun? For home defense, how would you feel about a 22 high power with 60 round drum? Do they make a 22 high point? I didn't think they did. Hey, hi. Appreciate you again for sending that donation. Guys, all the donations get MP5 slap, and it's going towards a TX22 Taurus for an FRT in it too. Yes, that is a Mosin Nagant. That's from 43. It's the M38 carbine. It's one of the more rare ones. Has YouTube given you any trouble over stream firearms? Syringe. What they give me trouble with is they say I touched a firearm because you're not supposed to on lives, and we all know that. And I never have ever touched a firearm on camera. They say I did, and I say, hey, I got another camera recording to prove I didn't. They said, we don't care. AI pulled it. There's nothing we can do about it. and they still say that I touched a gun. Now, if that was true, they would have gave me a strike. They only gave me warnings, because if you actually touch a gun, you will get a strike. So they're telling on themselves that, oh yeah, we know you didn't touch a gun, but you're getting a warning, and therefore you're getting blocked for 24 hours. It's dumb. Would you ever buy a duckfoot pistol? Cam, maybe if I can find one cheap enough. Do I have a Colt 25 ACP? I don't. Oh, you do, Tim? Cool. Love those little mouse guns. What's up, Tactical Menace? If I buy a gun from someone and it's legal, legit, can I sell it to you? Think bought it cash from a cop. Here in Arizona, it's totally legal for private sales, but nothing here is for sale. If you want to chat something like that, Mr. Tactical, we can't do that here on a live. You'll have to contact me right here if you want to talk anything like that. You seen the 6-gauge pump Russian user? Yes, I have. Thoughts on Colt Python? Nice guns, Mr. High. They're overly priced. They're high. That is your best guns. I have all sorts here. No P90s. Nope, they're actually pretty much illegal. Did not mean to say it. I pre-fired it. Right. What's the pistol on the table with the white frame and black top slide? It does look white, doesn't it? That is a FEG Makarov. Hungarian Makarov PA63. It's from, they made these from the 60s to the 80s. Hugo, we only have a Glock 20. That's the only Glock we have 10 mil. Is there any printed pause? Don't know what you mean, honestly. Guns, says Linda. What's up? Because I thought you passed it. I didn't pass anything, dude. It's the Kel-Tec firearms you want, but can't justify getting. I don't even have any Kel-Tecs. What are your favorite metal and wood handguns? Revolvers and lever actions. Oh, shotguns too. Wendy, TX22, that would be a fantastic good time. Yeah, we're planning on using those, the super chats for that. I'm sorry I'm behind, guys. There's 102 people, and then people ask questions, and then it takes longer. You have a Russian or Remington-made Mosin. Nice. Mine's from Russia. Show us the up-close view of the Mosin. Looks beautiful. Somewhat. Obviously, I can't get to it very well, but can't touch anything on live, so we got to hover over the top. It's the M38 carbine. 45 Colt revolver. Right there, buddy. Cimarron. Ace says he has a 22 caliber handgun. Nice. Are you allowed to get a grenade launcher? Proper paperwork with an activated one. Yeah, deactivated is really easy to get. It's legit, though. I got pulled over with it, and they gave it back to me in the trunk. It doesn't matter if it's legit, bro. We can't talk that on here. 45 revolvers. Yep. Hit a print strike like, the TX22. Yeah, I heard some people print them. No Ruger? Yeah, there's one right there, dude. Right there's a Ruger. And I also have a whole bunch in there. Audrey Hydrex Delta says 45 Colt revolver. Yes, right there. FN57, right there. Have you ever shot a long slide Glock? No. 45 Colt revolver. Audrey, you said that 4 times. Okay? No more. Okay? Or Aubrey, however that's pronounced. What's the most unrealistic gun you have? Not sure. Chat school doesn't matter. Not allowed to talk that on a private platform that says you can't talk about that. So, I don't want to get banned. And I follow all of YouTube's rules, even though they say I don't. So we can't talk about that on here. Pittsburgh, where's the AK? Right there. Are you actively ignoring the printed questions? Dude, I'm literally reading every single one. Unless it gets blocked off by YouTube. Let me get a lever action. Nothing's for sale, buddy. German Rugers? You mean Lugers. No German Lugers. Let's see. I have a Remington Outlaw 45 with 7.5 inch mag. Huh. Accurate 100 yards with the right load. Gotcha. Zach says awesome guns. ARP. I have a Ruger Precision, if that's what you're talking about. Do you enjoy black powder arms? I only have one, really. I haven't shot it yet, that one. Jonathan says, wow. Yeah, tactical. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Let's see here. Pittsburgh says, go Steelers. There we go. Where could I find a shortened AK magazine like the one you have? That's original Cali version. I don't remember what brand it is. Thanks, J-Dog. Appreciate you. Do some lever action SMR. I can't on camera, unfortunately. It's against the rules. So what you want, brother? Freedom of speech. I do like freedom of speech, but this is a private platform. YouTube is a private platform, and they make up the rules. So unfortunately, we can't. Thanks, J-Dog. Appreciate those. Phil says hi. Let's see here. Nice gun, says GJ. Emilio says, Daddy 45 Colt, please, please. Emilio, we got one right there. How are you doing today? Pretty good, Sam. Sam Flurry. J-Dog, thanks for reaching that goal for us. I really appreciate it, man. You did all but 2, I think. Means a lot, my friend. No Dracos. Antonia, you're a bomb. Let's be nice, K1, okay? Thanks, J-Dog. Everybody put a W in the chat for J-Dog. Favorite 22 caliber is my P22 for my handguns. Everybody put a W in the chat for J-Dog for finishing up our goals. What gun is your most expensive? The one I paid for would have been my double barrel 10 gauge. Thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. Means a lot. All those rewards will go towards good purposes. Sam Flurry, welcome. Cool Dog says he's back. Any Weatherbees? Emilio, I have a Weatherby 20 gauge in the safe. Tactical Llama's live. Sweet. Hey guys, shout out to J-Dog. He's got an excellent channel. If you want to see a Desert Eagle, he usually always has his out. That's a 17 right there. CZ. Do you have any old shotguns or mainly adjustable chokes? No, they're not. They're fixed chokes. Favorite brand, Smith & Wesson. Do you like your Beretta? As in the 10 gauge? Yeah. Japanese suppressed 22s? No. Any Winchester Model 70s? No. Chris says W. For the 4th time, do you print any guns? You asked something else about a part. If I printed something. I don't remember exactly. And Atomic, you didn't actually say, do I print guns? So that's not the question you asked. This is the first time you actually asked that question. I do not. I don't even have a printer. Do you have Winchesters? Yes, there's currently one bolt-action Winchester right. Let's see, where's my pointer stick? Right there. And then all those are Winchesters, but the top one. And then that's a Winchester right there. What do you think about the older style Ruger M77, the tank safety? I don't actually have one of those big truck. Chris says, W's. What's the first handgun on the table? That one, it's a little 22 from 1869 to 1871. K1, put some respect when talking to your dad. Like that, you're punishing. Give me your phone, you bum. Show me some deer. Got a scoot. Have a good evening. Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate you. Any anti-material rifles? Nope. What's the most accurate rifle you have? Probably the 338 Lapua, right there. And this one's really accurate. This old Mauser from France. Sorry, from Turkey. It's from 1838. Hey, what's up, Dallas? Welcome back, buddy. When you're painting CZ bolt actions, I've been looking on them. They're one of the best bolt actions there are, honestly, for small calibers, for 22, 22 mag, 17. Atomic says, lame. Most accurate rifle, I just answered that, Zach, and I think you just asked it. Yeah, there we go. We answered that one. That's a lot of power. Thank you, buddy. Got any deer heads? We have part of one that was my grandpa's. Be nice if when I go for my mid-November hunt that I get one. If you guys want to see that hunt, like and subscribe. Let us know. Oh, we got a whole bunch of super chats earlier too, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's how many we got. That I didn't count for. What's the first handgun? Okay, I did that. So much guns. I mean the second. Yeah, you say that because... Whoa, something just fell down. Sorry, guys. Let's see. That is not an Astra. That is a Firestar. It's a Star Firestar. That's the second one. Cool Dog. Is that a Sig Sauer next to the rear? $20? No, it's not. Like I said, that's the Star. Zach says, nice. Sorry, guys. I need to pick up something that fell over in here. Done fell over. Ding dong doom. At least it didn't happen when the camera was that way. They would have said I was touching a firearm. It'd be like, it was gravity, dude. Blame gravity. You ain't touched nothing. You were gravity, mate. No M-Gun Grands. Nope. And tell you the best thing you can ever do If you have children, is to be absent. Father, pick up your cardboard sign and go out. No, it's not. Come on. Let's be nice here. Noam Garan, show off that Astra. It's not an Astra, it's a Firestar. Is anyone going to say, Debbie? We already did, buddy. Why can you not do that on camera? You're not allowed to touch stuff on live. Smith & Wesson 854 lever action 44 mag. Scooter, the one I have is right there. It's a Winchester model 94AE 44 mag. It's like from late 60s, early 70s. Andrew Dilly says hi. Hey, buddy. Is that a PSA AR second from the safe? No, it's not. It's a Delton. Hey, what's up, man? Winning draws. I didn't do anything. No Desert Eagles. I'm back. Hey, Hope. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Buy Airbnb property. Guns are a waste of money. Crow. That's a matter of opinion. Why not both? Right? So basically, if you pick up a gun on live, can you get in trouble with YouTube? Yes. They will give you a strike if you actually touch one. If you're accused of touching one, you say you didn't, you could plead your case. Sometimes they drop it. Most of the time with gun stuff, they don't. And they just give you a warning. Ever kill a deer with the rifles? Not yet. Michael, we plan on doing one later. What's the Derringer in the front? That's a E. Allen's and Company from 1869 right there, Mr. Chaos. Andrew says, do you have Desert? You just asked that, buddy. I do not. Hey, Garmin, what's up? Howdy, buddy. Welcome. My bad, Antonio. I love you're a good guy. Thank you. Hope says it back. Google the Betty Buck taking Mike, Grand County, Ohio, new adopted dad. I went to church with him. Oh, nice. Jeff at 5'7". Yes. I'm just a guy right there. Straight up. Where's my pointer stick? Right there. Cam Po, do I have an SKS? I sure do. A Norinco Cold War from China. China. Is this a shed or a little room in your house? Because it's super small. It's a room in my house. It's actually bigger than what you think. Because behind me, I'm about in the center of the room. Behind me is where I don't show stuff because the closet and the shelving and some other stuff. It's like a 12 by 16 room. I'm back. Hey, Tactical. Do you have any melee weapons? Melee? No. Firestar took over the company. But they're the same thing. Actually, there's different models of the Star. So it depends on which model you have. They have multiple models, Puma. So are you good to make a YouTube short shooting a gun if you're not in the film? So Captain Hook, shorts and regular format videos are perfectly fine to do shooting. It's on a live you can't because somebody offed themselves on a live and so they banned it. Of course, it's going to happen anyways, even if you offer, like, some people might still do it. What's up, TLC Carol? The Waiters, welcome, buddy. He says, proud to be an American. Good night now, like and subscribe. Thanks, Chris. See ya. Just saw you in Facebook. Oh, yeah? Good. What's your favorite animal to hunt? Like I said, I'm just starting, if you didn't hear that. Bigger game, so this will be our first deer that we're taking. Hopefully we can get one. Anybody get any experience with the Apache hard cases from Harbor Freight? Yeah. I got one right there. That's the smaller one, not the real small. Then I have two bigger ones in there. Or no, one bigger one in there. Then I have the really big one right there. And I've got one right there. I got two that size. Love them. I don't have a Ruger Vaquero. That is a Ruger Blackhawk. New model. JX, welcome. Congratulations on the 4,000 subs. To hit the hay. Good night. Good night, Eastern. Appreciate you. Knife or swords? I have some knives. I have, not really, it's a sword. It's some blade I found. I don't even know what it is. It's a lot of ammo. What's the highest caliber? 338 Lapua, brother. I'm not too sure if that would be classes as safe storage. Dio, if it's locked up, it would be for like child-proof if your state requires everything locked up if you have children around. What's my hearing like? Actually, really good. I always wear earplugs for all sorts of stuff. I'm a handyman contractor, so I always wear earplugs. No Colt Pythons, no. I got Colt Police Positives, 2 of them. They'll be out tomorrow. Tomorrow's wheel gun for Thursday. Do you have a favorite gun? Not really. The Vaquero is nice, but I don't trust transfer bars. Anthony, that's not a Vaquero. That is a Um, Ruger Blackhawk, new model. Do you have a favorite gun? You already asked that, buddy. I drew a very realistic Glock with the flared mag well and extended mag. I also draw a very realistic. Nice for you, bud. SL Bike says hi. Beautiful collection on the wall, dude. Thank you. Do you have a Thompson gun? No. Who Dis Guy says hi. Hey, do. Even still, Rugers are nice, but the transfer bars are a deal breaker for me. It's a requirement by law, Anthony. That's why they stick them on. Can't have the old style anymore, unfortunately. Are you hunting whitetail or blacktail out the way? Whitetail is what I got. And we also have mule deer over here. Blacktail's up north. Jack Lawrence says, thanks, you're welcome. Dude has a whole room for his guns. I'm not even sure how much more American you can be. Right. Other than having them all in safe and ammo boxes to the ceiling, right? Roger Hagler, welcome to the chat, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Let's see here. Let's see here. Gotta go. Bye. See you, Tactical. Appreciate you showing up, man. Thank you. 78 in the chat, guys. Appreciate you. Sorry, I really want to say. Oh, that's okay. Real life matters more than this guy. Real life matters more. I just do it to fill up my evenings for something that's more profitable than just watching YouTube videos, right? 22 mag up front. No, that's actually a 17 HMR CZ. I think it's a 627 or something like that. Have a good night, Desert. Authorized. See ya. I'm not leaving yet. Martin, why in the world would you ask that? But I'm at dinner with a friend over, so bye. Okay. What is your favorite firearms related movie? I don't watch a lot of movies. Yeah, I have no idea, Alex, why in the world you even asked that. If he pops up again, just totally block him. Oh, you already did. Good. How much do you think all these guns cost? That I have in my room? No idea. Favorite firearm related movie? Like I said, Pezone. I don't watch a lot of movies. It's one thing that growing up we didn't do a lot either, so... we were a very conservative family, and so we were very cautious on what we watched. Uberti Cattleman 1 has no external safety. Ela Cattleman 2, you can replace the floating hammer with the original spur hammer and stock trigger. Well, Anthony, that depends on the make. That depends on if the gun is made for California or New York or Illinois. That has all those restrictions. So it varies where you're at, Anthony. And the make of the gun, obviously, the company. Wow, what kind of pistol is that on the left? Looking sweet. This little guy? That little guy there? That one is an E. Allen 22 from 1869 to 1871. I'm in MT, so that makes sense. Yeah, it would. I used to be in Cali, and a lot of California guns have to have those safety transfer bars, where some don't. Some have exemptions, like this one. Even these are single action armies, so they have more exemptions than, like, say, the P100 or the GP100 or the SP101, because they're single actions, not the double action style. Very nice, bro. Thank you. Double tap the screen, please. It's free. Thanks, TLC. What's that tiny pistol? That tiny pistol is a 22. It's my oldest, rarest gun I have. Worth about $1,000. But yeah, I know this one. I'm pretty sure that has a transfer bar. This one doesn't, but it has a loose hammer. The firing pin is like loose in there, so it works by inertia. So that one definitely is different than that. I'm thinking that one does have a transfer bar, but I think it's because it's a California one. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than Demolition Rants, what are your favorite large YouTube channel? Pezzy. Yeah, Demo was my favorite. Unfortunately, he retired, so he doesn't have any new ones. I watch Kentucky Ballistics, Brandon Herrera, which I don't really like his language a lot, but he's a decent YouTuber. Banana Ballistics. Grand Thumb. A couple other ones. What's your most favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite, Jack. I can tell you what my favorite is on the table, if that helps. So my favorite of the two little revolvers here is probably the 45 Colt. The favorite of the semi-autos here would be the 45 1911. And then favorite of the bolt action sitting here, I got to give it to the OG that I got when I was 18 back in 2008 right here. Even though I do like these other ones a lot, I got to give it to the old bolt action that started it all. Prices of the Colt single action army is going up in PA. Saw one for $1,600. Dude, an actual Colt brand? Or something else? So you're telling me you show off your guns and make a little money. Just started making money, buddy. People love this content, and I like promoting 2A content. And so we do shorts, longer formats. We do also exploring of mines, hiking, caves, if you like that too. We just started making something on the lives, nothing on the other. Yes, Colt single action. So it's an actual Colt brand. Yeah, those would be expensive. Floating firing pin and hammer. Yeah, that's how the Colt Cimarron is. Reacts when the trigger's full engage. Charge a grizzly or moose. You don't want that liability. True that. 2 guns is enough. How many can you carry? Albert Rodriguez. It's not that you're carrying this many. Of course not. Just started watching you yesterday. Thank you, buddy. Just saying. Yep. Just saying. Yes, sir. Taco drone drop in 1 minute. Oh, yeah. Go head to the bathroom, Alberto. Quick. I had Taco Bell for lunch, too. I don't have a duck foot. That'd be kind of cool. I guess I'll have to watch your videos. I love all things that go bang. Yes, go ahead and check them out. I hope to post some more of those coming up here soon, because I have, I think, like 4 or 5 more videos that I haven't put on from a week and a half ago. And then I'll probably put some more on soon. I'm a collector as well. Have a lot of revolvers, some dating back to the early 1890s. Nice. My oldest revolver would be probably from early 1900s. They're both Colts. He's a collector, not a gun carrier. I do carry some guns. Yeah, we have constitutional carry in Arizona. My wife's boyfriend got me a 1911. Nice, Moke. I got one right there. Springfield Armory. As far as you only need 2 guns, why do some people have car collections? They can only drive 1 car at a time. Darmedge. I couldn't have said it better. Right? Mm-hmm. Or pocket knives. You can only carry 2, 3 at a time, but you collect pocket knives. Or this, that, or the other. I like it. Ramblo. What's up? Moke says, haha. Or he says haha to Moke. Do you have a minigun? That would be cool, Real Meal. That would be cool. We wish. No, we don't. It'd be neat to get one. You got a goddamn minigun. Jeff Hoyt. Any Ruger after 1873 Blackhawk is the transfer bar. Before 1873, you can send it in. You won't put a transfer bar in the postal. Gotcha. Jeff, mine is newer than 73, so shotgun was awesome in World War II. Yeah, the trench guns. Yeah, the Arms Room 24 has one. It's not a slam fire, but it's still a trench gun. It's worth like 15-something K, I think he said. Yeah, so if you ever want to check him out, Arms Room 24, he's got like 60,000 subscribers. What was your favorite rifle? Favorite rifle was my favorite rifle or is? I have a 1933 Mosin Nagant Hex receiver. Nice. This one is a 1943. Good point. Yeah, right. Yep. Good point, right? Let me get a Blinky. Cindy, do you have a Taurus 22? So, Moke, we just got monetized, so if we get any donations, we're going to get a Taurus TX22, and we're going to put those donations towards that. So if you want to help get a TX22 for the channel and have some nice FRT action on the channel, you could donate. And every donation gets an MP5 slap. My sister Jenna Tells gets me a Ruger Safar chambered in 308 for my birthday. Nice. You have a few. What's your favorite rifle? Favorite bolt action is my 338 Lapua sniper rifle right there. Ruger Precision. I also have a Swiss 1914. Nice. Hey, Seuss, what's up? What's the pistol next to the small 22? That is a Star made in Spain. It's a Star Firestar. That thing is heavy, especially when it's full. Love all your guns. Thank Can6. Do you have a trench shotgun from, I think, World War II? I do not. Arms Room 24 has one. Have you sold any guns you regret selling or have held into anything you bought? Yeah, that's what we're going to get, Moke. We're going to get the Taurus TX22 with donations that we get from the channel. We just got monetized. And every donation you get, you'll hear that thing slap. Have been educated, I subscribe. Thank you, buddy. Stalker, unfortunately, I can't hear you. I can't understand that language. Have you sold any guns you regret selling? I have not, Pez. Or have you held into anything you bought? I do need to off this somewhere sometime. 308. I've only shot it like 8 times just to see how it's shot. It's a, what do you call that? A Savage Mark, Savage Axis 2. Appreciate you, Alberto Rodriguez. My favorite rifle is the Colt Python. Revolver, sorry. Semi is a toss-up between P938 and a full set 1911. Nice. Anthony Perry says, I changed the H&K slat for a lever gun rack. Oh, well, we could do that too. Hey, Anthony, donate and I'll do one. Which one you want racked? Doesn't matter, right? Either one. Nothing's for sale, Rambly, but you can donate whatever you want. Held on to it was a typo. Oh, there you go. But yeah, Anthony, either one. If you donate, I'll do either one. Either the lever or the slap. Rambly, if you want to know, Instagram me right there. At Jerome Grunwald. Grunwald. No M1 Grand, sorry. What's up, Watchmaker? Watch Paul Herrero, good content. Waiters, unfortunately, I got on the tail end of that before he passed away. Unfortunately, yeah. I got to watch a couple before he passed, and then he got real sick from the cancer, and I never got into him. And I prefer listening to content that is new, so I listen to it, and then I wait for the next one, And I haven't actually gotten to his a whole bunch. So a few of them, Mr. Waiters, just a few of them. Hey, Anthony donated $1. Guess what that means, guys? Guess what that means? Here we go. No Mini 14s. No Remington 61s. Nope. Mini 14 next to AK-47. No, that isn't. That is an AR-15. I liked Gun Blast, but Jeff Quinn passed away. I didn't hear about that one. Tauf's Fledermaus is pretty cool. They're from California. Hootie Hoo's pretty nice. You got brand for sights, etc. Getting first bolt action for range and hunting them. Going to buy assault rifle. Brand sights? I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Bosch. Poop. What happened, JKD? You spill your coffee? Spill your coffee, my friend? Thanks, Anthony. Guys, if you donate like he did, there you go. Paul Herrero was a good archive content. Check it out when you get a chance. Ruger pre-1873 are called 3-screw. Yeah, I have heard that. Watchmaker, I know, right? Frog farts. Yeah, some of them do probably. Do you have a Remington 1861 new model? I don't. I do not, my friend. We do not have that. 49 in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by to Desert Armory and more. We thank you for the subscriptions as well. We got, so far today, because we did a live earlier, we've got maybe 250 so far today in total. But yeah, guys, if you donate like Mr. What was that? Anthony. You'll get either a lever action rack or an MP5 slap. Guns are awesome. Yeah, they are, Hyper. Appreciate you, man. That deserves a thumbs up, right? Double tap the screen, buddy. Appreciate you, Hyper. What's the rifle that has white line spacing on it? White line spacing. That one down there? That is a 30-30. If that's the one you're talking about. 30-30 Rossi. When reviewing a self-defense pistol, Jeff Quinn always used to say the gun was good for social work. Like it. Oh, on the table. That one back there. That one is a 30-06 Remington 700. Early 70s, I believe. Do you have a 7mm Ren MiG? I don't. Try Kimber Eclipse Ultra 2 and 3-inch barrel for EC. Bill, it probably is a good gun. It seems like Kimber's a little overpriced for what you get, but maybe not. They are all steel, I guess. So Jake's is very nice. Thank you. I sold a lot of my collection, but I've never sold my 62 cal flint. Same, yeah. Smoothbore musket can feed me in my long after the modern ammo is gone. 325 grain of home poured lead brings the meat. Yeah, it would, Anthony. Like it. I'm here. Hey, welcome. Do you have a Glock? Says Anime Lover. Yes, we have a Glock 20 right there. 10 millimeter. Do you have a flintlock? No, we have a percussion cap Kentucky rifle from like 1840s. It's rifled. It's not smoothbore. 75 in the chat. Thank you guys for coming to Desert Armory and more. Like and subscribe if you could. Thanks, guys. Stainless steel Kimber. Yeah, that'd be nice. I almost got a Kimber 1911, so I talked to Gunsmith. I'm like, hey, should I get a Kimber 1911 or Smith or a Springfield? And he said, well, to be honest, the Kimbers are nice, but they're in here more often getting repaired than the Springfield. So I'm like, okay, I get a Springfield. So that's what we got. Got a Springfield. Which is right there. Manhu, nothing's for sale. Nothing is for sale. Nothing. What is your favorite? Favorite on the table would probably be for the revolvers of most of my revolvers. This would be one of my favorite 45 Colt Cimarron. I really like the 1911 semi-auto. And then for the bolt action, I really like this one. Even though I like others better on the table, it's just this is the first one that started it all when I was 18 back in 08. What's the rarest gun you have? Height, right there. Only was made 3 years. Can I buy a Glock 20? Nothing's for sale. I think Springfield 1911s are underrated, as are many of their firearms. Yep. Sweetbore shoots the round ball or 1 5-ounce of shot for small game, and goose rigorously no backup shot, so it makes you have to be accurate. Nice, Anthony. What is your favorite livery? I think you just asked that, didn't you? Jack just did, and I just explained what I like here on the table. Nothing's for sale, Monjo. Yeah, I was just about to say, kick him out, please. Google Maps and Zegan. What do you mean, Tom? I'm not sure what you mean in there. Maybe that was a typo error. What we talking about, my friend? Alan, nothing. Jack says hi again. Nothing is, my friends. Nothing is. Duraris, nothing is. Nothing's for sale. They aren't for sale. Noah. The oldest one is that little pistol right there that's brass from 1869 to 71. And then the oldest rifle is down there from 1840s. Duraris, what's up? Nice collection, bro. Thank you, man. Did you gather most of your collection at gun shows or at shops? I think I got like 2 or 3 at shows. I got it online, swap meets, and some shops. Glock 17. Ali, I have the 20. Yeah, right there. Yo boy, do you have the Glock 17? Okay, crispness, weight of the trigger on the CZ 17 HMR. Very nice trigger, buddy, on the 17 HMR. Do you have a 10 gauge Magnum semi-auto from Ithaca? I do not. I have 10 gauges, but not from Ithaca or a semi-auto. I like the 45 cal. Thanks, Alan. I have no problem with polymer frame pistols, but the feel of a full frame 1911 A1 original is just hard to beat. Yeah, that's actually what this is. It's an A1 original mil spec. So this would have been like pretty much what they would have gotten for a Colt. We're the gun show, just not competitive. What do you mean, buddy? Why is everyone trying to buy from you? I don't know, because they look good, I guess. What in the world? Question though, bro. Do you have a 16 gauge? Jake, I do. It's a pretty rare gun, I've heard. I got a lot of views on it. If you want to check it out, I'll show it to you here shortly. But if you want to check it out, I have a video of it. It's this double barrel 16 gauge right there, Zastava. I got a video of it if you want to check it out. Can you crank the action of a lever just for the sound? I love it. Noah, you got to donate. Hey, says Dino, what's up? Donate either jewels or money and I'll rack it. I don't have a 50 BMG. I do have a 550 caliber. It'll be out tomorrow. Any from World War II? Yes. 303 British right there from World War II. Got Mosin Nagants from World War II. This is pre-World War II, 1938. And that's Cold War, post-World War II. No M4s. Danielle, yes, I do. You said only 2 or 3 of your collection were from shows. Country's not competitive. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, that one was from there. I have some parts in here from a gun show. That one back there, it's a single shot Winchester was. I mostly just look around at those places. A lot of times they're just way too expensive gun shows. What is the bolt action on the floor and lean against the main table? That little guy? That's a little 22. It's called like a Schleha King Nitro. Give me one of your jewels, I'm dead. Oh, you're dead? Sorry about that. 338 Lapua, right there. Sorry, I'm back from 10-hour disco call. Not sure what that is. Do you have a full auto? Nope. What is your smallest caliber? 22 CB. It's a little smaller and short. Hey, what's up? Say 28 away. Welcome, man, to the chat. We got monetized like 2 days ago, and we recently got our jewels on today. So that's nice to do. We're going to put that towards the TX22. I'll check out the 16 gauge video. Thanks. Do you hunt? Yes, we did dove. We're currently in quail. I might go out one of these days. We're going to be in dove again. I have a tag for whitetail mid-November. If you guys want to see that video when I do it, like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. And then I have a javelina hunt. Hopefully, I didn't get pulled yet, but I do have a bear tag. So we'll hopefully do a bear tag in the spring. Favorite to hunt with deer. We're going to do the 270. It's my first time getting a deer, so we're going to do the 270, Remington 700, and the 30-30 Rossi. I don't have a Stoker, but that sounds cool, Jesse. Wow, nice. Vera says, talk more about the lever actions. What you want to know? Model 94s? Yeah, we got 2 of them. That's a Model 94 chambered in 44 mag from 70. That's a Model 94 carbine saddle ring from 1904. That's a new Henry from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, which is a Model 94. This is a Model 92 chambered in 2520 made in like 1905. This is a 3220 hexagon barrel made in 1895. Chambered in 3220 Model 92, yeah. What is the year of the Colt 45 revolver? It's not that old. I bought that about 6 years ago. Whoops, hit the stand. Do a good little raccoon gun. Yeah, a lot of stuff would be. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, what gun you'd use? Probably the AK or the AR. And 45 in one of my 9mm. Discord. Do I have Discord? Yeah, but people can't find me for some reason. We haven't figured that out yet. You got any 308 Winchester? Yes, right there. Jake, by the way, it's my name. It's actually my name. Ella, redacted. Jesse, yes. AKAR. Congrats, says two-way. Thank you, buddy. The collection, which gun that isn't the dinky pirate pistol is the least practical? It's not on the table. 25 ACPs are pretty unpractical. Most expensive, Danielle, to replace would be the 338 Lapua sniper rifle right here. Next would be, or it might even be the same price, this double barrel 10 gauge Silverhawk from 1960s. Breathe down the neck of 4.3K. Yeah, just about. Do you like the AK-47? I do. AR-15. Jesse, we already pointed that out to you. There's a percussion cap gun used in the Civil War. It might have been. I don't really know any history on that. I'm thinking that's a hunting one because right there has like a dog running. The opposite side has a gander coming into land. And the opposite side of this, the pouch holder, is like a coyote or wolf. So it's probably a hunting one. Arthur Rock, welcome, buddy. No 4570, Jesse, unfortunately. Firefighter, what's up? Welcome. Have you tried the Burst of Thunder? I have not. It's not a great copy of the PPK, but it's reliable and great for the price. I haven't. Alberto and Navarez, both redacted. Wild Child says he's gay. Sorry about that. Where do you live and can I get your safe code? No, you can't have the safe code. I live in southern Arizona. It looks like Ramble Gen X wants to send me a message, whoever that is. I can't get to it right now, buddy. I am on a live, so I can't get to you. He's gay. Really? I'm sorry about that. Maybe go check yourself out. The plumbing does not lie. Um, if you got two berries and a thing hanging, you're definitely a dude, and if you don't, you're a girl. Plumbing doesn't lie. No Uzis. What kind of gun is that? Which one, buddy? Tell me which one. I'll leave it there. Yeah, that's a Kalashnikov right there. 9x18. Made in Hungary. It's like from the 60s to the 80s. I have also Tuckeroff that's from 54. Do you know who put me in pause? Probably one of my mods. I'm not sure why though. I did see someone did, but I was trying to figure out why he would put in pause. Don't know. What's your strap? I use a 365 SIG or 2.0 bodyguard. Don't you have a gun from 1808? I don't have one that old. That would be a flintlock or blunderbuss or pirate. I don't have any of those. Was the percussion cap gun used Civil War? I don't know, Rivaling. Yeah, that's a what do you call it? A Krinkhoff. I don't have a Krinkhoff. I have a Makarov. Civil War used caps. Out of all your firearms, which you think could hit at the farthest distance? Noah, the 338 Lapua sniper rifle. While firearms have come a long way since 1840s, yeah. Percussion cap in the Civil War would have been the Springfield on the Union side and the Charville on the Federation side primary. Yeah, this one's got hunting emblems on it, so I think it was like a family hunting gun. It's not, what do you call it? It's got the double set triggers. It's more of the hunting version. It's got that natural grape color metal, too. Probably really doesn't like. Of course, Andrew, it doesn't. I think Civil Wars was flintlocks. Not all of them. Some are precision cap. Do you have a 1911? Says Kyrie. Yes, right there. Andrew says, I'm back. Hey, bud. Hulk Hogan was no hanging plumbing or Megan Fox with. I have no idea, dude. But I have to go. I'm going to go play Call of Duty. Hey, see you, buddy. Heidi. Savage 911 lever action is great. Jeff, I have one. It's in the safe. I had it out here the other day. Sunday, I had it out. And last night, because it was an oddball caliber. If you want to see all my lever actions, I usually put those out on Sunday. Love the collection. Thank you, Lincoln. Before I go, do you have a punt gun? Nope. Do you have a Grenadier? A Grenadier or Grivier? No, I don't. Krinkhoff is AK-74, the small version. I don't have one. Is that first rifle a Savage 22 firearm? No, that's a CZ made in Czech Republic. That one right there, the third one up, is a Savage 22. Weird looking Makarov, very cool. Thank you. Yeah, that one looks like a PPK, but it's not. It's a FEG made in Hungary, PA63. I'm back, says the Gaming Raptor. It's the 9x18 Makarov, so yeah. I heard, hard to say, it's the German World War I infantry. Yeah, I forget how to say that too. It's called a Grivier or something. I do not have one. Grivenair? I forget. It is a hard one to say. I don't have one of those, though. The Arms Room 24 has one. Largest caliber I own is a 5.77 Schneider from 1860. Next would be my 338 Lapua. Arnold, welcome back, buddy. How are you, bud? Hey, Mr. Red Spy's back. I there, and I here, and I there again. Do you have 22 pistols? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. FEG stuff is always really well made. I bet the action's smooth. It is, actually. That thing shoots well, but instead of rising the muzzle like most 9s would, it shoves it in the back of your palm. Do you have a Car 98? It looks like one, but it's not. No M1 Grands. Nope. Desert Stream King. Hey, Bruce. What's up? That has a Car 98 action, but that's actually a Turkish Mauser from 1993. Sorry, 1938. Brain's going slow, guys. AR's right there, my friend. Right there. Azel 1030. That sounds bad. I'm just going to call you A. Right there. Mauser C96 World War I, so you have that. That one is rare. I don't think that's World War I. When did World War I quit? I forget. That's a 38. So I'm not sure when maybe it is World War One. Any car, Magnum Research. Pez, I have a Magnum Research 500 BFR. It'll be out on Sunday. I also have some shorts of it. It's in the safe. 1918, okay. Have you any an AR-14? An AR-14? Never heard of it. There's an AR-15. Let's see here. Is that black and tan AR-15 to the right of the AK DNP? It's a Delton. I had one just like it years ago. Regret selling it. Ever shoot the Glock suppressed with subsonic ammo? No, it's not threaded barrel. Civil War issue for both sides were percussion cap, then breech loader, and the Union got the original Henry rifles towards the end. Revolvers were used a lot for cavalry, not really any revolving flintlocks. Bruce Law says, I love seeing your streams and admire your channel growth, and you have a beautiful collection. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been taking off decent. I get good views in my lives, so which are nice. And then, yeah, at the end of the channel, it's usually pretty good, too. Let's see, 1918, end of World War I, November 11th at 11 p.m. Do I have a 12 gauge? I got a lot of them, dude. 2 in there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. 12, 12, 12, 12. Let's see here. What kind of AK is that? It's a Kalashnikov. You have a Mac 90 Sporter. Okay. Did you build or buy the gun rack holding all the revolvers? It's a kit. All the levers. That's a kit I put together from Amazon. And this one is as well. I was trying to find the same brand, and I thought that one was the same one because this one's solid wood. So I wanted another solid wood, but I didn't. I grabbed the wrong one. That one's press board, but it still has the cushions on the little hoops. Yep, World War I over in 1890. We'll start September 1st. So that's a 38. 1938, I think. Peak America. Favorite? I don't really have a favorite of everything. Any catches? Not sure what you mean, buddy. Thanks, Ozzy. Appreciate you for saying it's good. Why did YouTube age restrict your videos for holding a cleaning rod? It wasn't age restrict. They blocked it saying I was holding a gun or transporting. And I was like, it's a cleaning rod. Why are you blocking me? Oh, it's automated. It's AI saying you touched a gun and we can't do anything about it. And I said, dude, I got proof. They're like, nope. No 400 Bushmackers, no Bushmasters, no Benellis. Hey, Frisk, welcome back. Could come in because I had college. Okay, love the guns. Thanks, Brian. See you. Have a good night. So, Brian, we'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock Arizona time in the evening. Hi, says Mid Fahim. Welcome. Winchester 1887. Actually, that's a Winchester 1901 lever action, made in 10 gauge. He say, Eli, what is today? War Historian. Today was Bolt Action Wednesday. We did a live in the afternoon with a lot of the same guns. We rearranged them a little bit. But these are all bolt actions. And is bolt action or semi-auto better for hunting? And then these are all bolt actions to the big long one there. Yes, there's a Glock right there. Glock 20. 10 mil. Guys, appreciate your subscriptions. Not sure how many of you are subbed or not. Aussie, if you aren't, do you mind subbing? We'd love it. Mosin's a nasty gun. Yes, it's right there. I have a 303 British right there. Very important question. What's your favorite pointing stick? This one that says this is wood. And it's a wedge for installing doors and windows and houses for construction. No, I don't have any 5mm Dam Cody. Could you tell me that type of guns for the day I just joined back? Little Chris, they're all shotguns. Bolt actions today. A few oddballs on the table, too. 22 from 1869, 9mm. Makarov, 9mm. It's 5.7. 45, 1911. Glock 20, 10mm. That's a revolver. That is a Ruger Blackhawk new. Cimarron 45 Colt. First one here is a CZ 17 HMR. That one's a Mosin Nagant. The next one's a 22. That Mosin Nagant's from 43. That's a 22 Savage Mark II. First gun I ever bought. Next one behind it is a single shot Winchester from, I think, the 50s or 60s. It's a 67 or 63 model. 30-06 behind that. And Remington 700 from the early 70s. And that back one is early 70s, 270. You sub. Thank you, Aussie. Poll, please. There is a poll up right now for super stickers. The little gift that's on the bottom right there, it's going towards buying a TX 22. You like Glocks? I do not. You have an M9. Nice. By the way, are those for sale? They are not. I mean, like, what's a Monday, Tuesday, etc. Oh, I told you. Sorry, you must not catch it. Caught it. Bolt Action Wednesday. Your sub, thank you. Any mil surplus, Morgan? Yes. There's one there. Mosin and Gaunt from 43. Here is a Turkish Mauser from 38. 303 British from 43. And in the safe, we have a Tuckeroff CZ52. And then we have a Cold War Norinco SKS. Dave says, I picked up a nice Browning 306. I'm not sure if it's X bolt or A bolt. Do you know how to check? I don't, Dave. I have no idea. No, I don't have an M9 Beretta. What's up, Nova? It's my graduation this year. Good for you, buddy. Excuse me. Ghost Ghana says, howdy. You just need a Carcano, a LaBelle, and a Craig Jorgensen. Yeah, a Craig Jorgensen and a 3040, right? And a Swiss straight pullback, which I was looking at the pawn shop. Let's see, I can't enter. Really? That's weird. You just click on it and it'll say how to donate. Biggest scope. Oh, you might not have any. Biggest scope is on the 330 at Lapua over there. It came in this box right here. It's a Vortex Viper. LR means long range right there. It's a 7x24x50 XLR MOA. It's a $1,200 scope for $450. I got it for $420. Okay, what is Monday? Monday usually is like oddball stuff, kind of a mix of anything really. Last Monday I put 22s out. I also take requests, so sometimes on Monday I'll put those requests out. Do you have or ever seen a Pump Action 3030? I don't have one. I'm trying to think if I ever saw one, Isaac. Not sure. What did the original James Bond use? He used, well, I know a lot of them used the PPK 380, but he might have had, no, sorry, the PPK 32. Do you have a Call 98? I'm not sure what that is, buddy. A Car 98? It looks like one. It's not, though. That one right there looks like it. A Smiley, that one is. 303 British. The egg says, hi, welcome back. Tried it, said error, tap to retry. Interesting. Whisper Man is the beige pistol, the Glock, or Smith & Wesson. That is a FN57. That is an FMK 9mm. First 9mm I ever bought. Shoots good, but it's a bad trigger. Hey, on the 330 Lapua, is the scope detachable? No, it's not. Elite says, yo, dang. Let me, I'll be right back in a couple seconds. All right, you guys hear me okay now? Have you got an M1 double action? I don't. You asked that already. What is your opinion about combat shotguns? I think they're pretty cool. What's up, Jeremy? Browning X-Bolt has a detachable rotary mag. Do you know how much in total the whole collection costs? I do not, Mr. Gaming. Let's see here. My battery's down. I need to plug you in. Yo, it's cool. COD base. Yeah, there you go. Gotta go to sleep because tomorrow I got college. See you, Frisk. Appreciate you showing up again. Are you invested in silver or gold? I'm not sure why you need to ask that, Jeremy. See you, Frisk. Dave says, you have the best organized layout for discussion. Love it. How long does it take to set it up? The table just takes maybe 20 minutes. The rest of the room, some of it stays on the racks. But the rest gets tucked away there or in other places locked up. It takes a little bit. Usually takes about 45 minutes to 30 minutes to do everything. And do you think, whoa, dude. And do you think Charlie Kirk was taken out by a 30-06? I do not, Jeremy. I do not. They have a lot of boo-boo happening there. What's up, Game? He says he's from Bangladesh. Welcome, buddy. Let's see here. I wonder why he was timed out. I have no idea. He was just saying he was from Bangladesh. Put in timeout for 10 seconds. I don't know what he was put in for. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, we had a little issue there. Used video tomorrow. Why so many guns? I asked the question. Why not? Let's see. Cool connection, buddy. Correct. Collection. Mr. James Johnson. Thank you. Bye. It's my bedtime over here in New Zealand. Adam, thank you for coming by from New Zealand. No worries, Alex. I do the same thing in Ken Rods. It'd be like, don't block him. He's just messing around. He's been here all the time. Or no worries, my friend. It's okay. Do you have a BB gun? No, I have a pellet gun. A cool gun collection, buddy. Thanks, Johnson. Appreciate that. I don't have a Smith & Wesson 40, a Yellow Boy Colt. I do not. That would be like a Golden Boy lever. I don't. Hey, I caught up in the chat. Woo. And there's 91 people in the chat, guys. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. We got to 4,300, guys. Appreciate you. I was just touching the screen, by the way, YouTube. Bro, I'm supposed to be sleeping right now, but screw it. Okay. What should we do as a poll, guys? What should we do here? Let's see. There we go. Those are 3 different calibers. Hey, thanks for the Davey. I appreciate that, my friend. Start poll. Let's put that in the top. I'm going to put you as a moderator, buddy. You're in here a lot. Welcome to Personally. So, buddy, wow, did you just buy a membership, my friend? I think you did. That deserves a rack, my friend. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. I'm new to all this, so welcome to Personal. Let's see here. Thoughts on Swedish Mausers? Thanks, Davey. Appreciate it, man. I just nominated you or moderator. There you go. I would love to have a Swiss Mauser. I think it'd be nice. Mine's Turkish though. It's good quality, but it's not quite as good as a Swiss. Mr. Spice is hi. Hello there, mate. He's back again. Saludas, Roger Yance. Welcome. Drew Schaffer says hi. He said hello. A lot of new people coming back in and returns. Appreciate you coming to Desert Armory and More. 57 in the chat. We got our first membership too, it looks like. Appreciate that, my friend. 192 likes. That's great. We had $3 donations and we had 10 joules earlier given. We're going to use those donations for a TX22 for the channel. Drew Schaefer. I do remember Drew popping in the other day, and I thought, oh, my cousin's Drew. Probably you then. I am the silly Frenchman. I am the silly Frenchman, ma'am. Bonjour. Let's see. Is that a 9130 Mauser on the table? 7054R. That is a Mosin Nagant chambered in 7.62 by 54R. It's an M38 carbine. Thoughts on a KSG shotgun? Don't even know what that is, honestly. Ever shoot a Steyr rifle or pistol? I have not. I'm going to try to be here every day. That would be nice, Drew. It's up to you. I'm usually here, let's see, 6 p.m. every evening. I'm going to head out. Peace. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up. It means a lot to the channel, all the repeats. So, yeah, we got... I didn't even realize I messed up on the poll. I left one of them open that says option, and people voted on it. I guess that would be like their own idea what they want to do. You're able to bring out all the guns. Charlie, one of these days we'll pile all the guns in the van, take them out to the range, and fire every single one that's able to be fired. I need to make sure that I get one of them, the loads made before that. The 5.77 Schneider. I'd love to fire that before that. Nick, welcome. Dort, America. Yep. Charlie said, okay. But yeah, AK guys, AR, FAL, or you pick. We have underneath option right there. And then maybe you could put your option in the channel that you would choose instead. Maybe you choose a G3 instead. Do you hunt often? Drop or Dorp, sorry. I have a deer hunt whitetail coming up mid-November. So if you guys want to see that, like and subscribe, turn the notifications on. We're using the 270 and the 30-30. I just got done doing dove the other day. It's currently quail season. I put in for javelina, so hopefully we get that. And I just got a bear tag, so that'll be cool. You'll go with the AR. Jaden, welcome. Doubts is, oh my, shocked face. What does FAL stand for? I honestly don't remember what it stands for, but it's a 308 FN FAL. It's like a assault rifle type military would have. What would I go with? Probably the FAL. I was going to put under option G3, but I accidentally took that away and I left option there. So that would be like of your own choosing. What would you pick other than those AK, AR, or FAL? The FAL is a 308. The AR obviously is a 5.56, and the AK is 7.62 by 39. So the biggest round would be the FALs. America, yep. What's up, Cream Team? They want to ban SKS-style rifles in Canada now. Shaking my head. Can't have nothing here. We do have one, my friend Narinko, right there. That's weird because those aren't. They're not considered like these two over here, assault rifles, even though that's a modern sporting rifle. That's weird. Drew says me and my dad made mount for 50, and I malfunctioned on a slat round. It was a bad 50 BMG. That sounds like Kentucky Ballistics. That happened to him too. Unless that's your dad. That's exactly what happened to him. But he didn't make it. What's the biggest round you've ever shot? 338 Lapua, and I own it. Do you have a Derringer in your collection? This one kind of is one. We did it on purpose. Okay, shout out Scott. Whoever that is. Oh, Scott. Yeah. Scott from Kentucky Ballistics. Shout out, buddy. If you're here. I actually had a guy in my chat this afternoon that I would have never thought of seeing. He does YouTube channels of swap meets, yard sales, and exploring for pottery and arrowheads. His channel's name is Chief Smoke'em. He was in here this afternoon. I was like, dude, whoa, what are you doing in here? Thanks for coming. I love your stuff. And then that was it. He didn't say anything. Hey, Lord Eclipse, welcome. What is the biggest gun? Spartan, the biggest gun I have is 338 Lapua sniper rifle by Ruger Precision right there. What's up, says Kevin. Exactly. Can't even defend yourself here. If only Canada and U.S. were better terms, I'd move to the United States. Yeah. How long have you been streaming for? An hour and 57 minutes. The chat's going good, so I'll probably stay for at least another half hour, but I gotta get some water. Be right back, guys. Get some water. Alright, actually I got some juice instead. What is the biggest handgun? Handheld gun I have? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson Drew, and also a 460. If you want to see that, I have some videos of it from last week that I posted. Dope collection. Thanks, Cream. In the UK, we're allowed to have antique muskets as long as they are full display and not shooting. You allowed to have double barrel shotguns? Were you streaming earlier today? Yes, I was. Do you have a Derringer? This one kind of looks like a Derringer. It would have been pre-Derringer. That's my rarest gun I have. They made it 3 years. 1869 to 1871. What's up, Golden Gooner? Caleb Abel says, hey. Or actually says LOL. What you mean, doubt? I'm not sure what that's all about. We prefer not to have bad words in here if you don't mind. Trace says, dang, got what I meant, says Kevin. Okay, Doubt, you're getting the boot. Bye-bye, Doubt. I warned you. Same all the guns I own legal are wall hangers, 1903 or less. Oh, is that what your cutoff is? See, here in the U.S., it's considered an antique if it's 1898 and older. You can get those shipped to your house and everything. There's a lot of guns, though, from 1903 that would still be, like, good guns that are shootable. Like, I have an 1895 lever action. Perfectly fine. What's up, Hayden? Can I please be a moderator? Please, everyone's been saying go to the next one and they don't love me. You know why? You know why, Aiden? Because you're new. And so we don't know you from Adam. So what's up, Lyle? Try to refrain from that if you don't mind. You just favorite stream now. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. No thermal scopes. They're pretty expensive. We can double barrels if they're antiques otherwise. Got you. Yeah, all my double barrels behind me here, Caleb, those are all antiques. So every one of those I could get shipped to my house. Same with those two in the corner over there. I'm working on those two and this bottom one. I'm crying. The MAK I had been so reliable. I know it's not a legit MAK, but yeah, that's not a legit one. You're right. It's a Hungarian one. Works good, though. Yeah, man, some are, but you don't need a license. Yeah, you don't for those either. It's great. What's the biggest handheld gun? Drew, remember I said I have a 500. And I also have a 460 Smith & Wesson. Check them out on my channel. Let's see here. I'm have to stop collecting air guns and jump in the real gun world. There you go, Ken. If you can. The rule is they have to be with an obsolete caliber that you can't get. Yeah, that's kind of what the antique part is as well with ours. Beautiful. Thank you, Key Raptor. Thanks for coming again. What do you suggest as the first gun? Joey, do you want a rifle as in for hunting or a handgun? Hey, Shamdell. He says, first time hunter. Can you recommend a channel to talk scopes? Vortex Nation. Samden. I'm a Vortex guy. I got a lot of Vortex. Those two up there aren't, but I have like 4 other Vortex or 3. No, I have 2 red dots and 3 other scopes that are Vortex. Check them out. Vortex Nation on YouTube. They talk about scopes. Of course, Vortex. Or am I in the right place? I'm between Leopold and a Baris full field, or so you recommend one? Foreign ball. Yeah, Vortex. Get a Vortex, Samden. So Leopold is great. They're expensive. Baris is good. I don't know which model that is that you're talking about. Vortex has an unconditional, unquestionable warranty. Right here. Unlimited, unconditional warranty. So I got this at a swap meet, brand new, never used. Stuck it on my 338 Lapua that I got from the same pawn shop. If the thing burns, breaks, melts, whatever, lifetime warranty. Leopold, they want to prove you owned it, where you got it, this, that, and the other. Guess who back? Austin is 308. Yeah, I got one right there. Ruger, or no, it's a Savage Axis 1. Little pistols only. Got a lot of them. More than just here. I have a total of 16 revolvers and like 20 semi-autos. Jealous of the gun laws and price in the States. Yeah, Desert. What's up, Mike? Paul Wick. Welcome, brother. If you hunt, you're most likely going to be using a bolt action, taking about the pole. Yes, correct. I think, though, for one person put it very good. They said, if you're doing hogs and coyotes, probably a semi-auto like a 5.56 AR or an AK or something like that. And then, yeah, if you're hunting, bolt action. Do you have a Glock 19? No, I have a Glock 20 right there, 10 mil. Rough hunting, yeah. Because there are... So you want a rifle for hunting, Joey? A good priced one that is very, very accurate, even though it's on the cheaper side. It's better than some more expensive ones, is the Ruger American. And I would say buy it in a 308, a 6.5 Creedmoor, a 270, or a 30-06. One of those 4. If you don't like Ruger, you could always get the Savage Axis Gen 2 or the Savage 110. Let's see. Because there are some exceptions for the rules, you can still get ammo. Got you. A boy ready for war. Can you please give me a Glock? Nope. I only have one. Plus, we don't give away guns. Guess who's back? Austin's back. I'm going to go to bed. It's 11:09 in Indiana. Drew, thanks for coming by, buddy. See ya. Shamden, yeah, you're welcome. Hopefully that worked. Vortex Nation talks about Glocks, and they're very good. Julia, yeah, I am into guns. Can't you tell? Welcome to the chat. How are you? Jay Nolan, I'll give you 15 if you call my friend Sebastian a dirty boy. Sebastian, you dirty boy. There you go. Jay Nolan, there we did it. Where's the cheapest online ammo site for $9.18? I can't find any in Idaho that's worth paying for. Grimley, check your local swap meets or gun shows, pawn shops. Check Ammo Seek. That through 8 you have for a suite. It's okay. I'm not a huge plastic stock guy. If it was wood, I wouldn't want to get rid of it. It has a scope on it, too. I'd get closer to it, but unfortunately, I'm plugged in. Can I guess a musket or a blunderbuss can still technically shoot? Yeah, it would. Be too scared to blow up in my face. Be honest. I would love to get a blunderbuss. Older guns with corrosion and metal. Yeah, you're right. Van Dolt, what's up? I'm back, said Snacks. Okay, good to know. Thank you. You're welcome, Joey. Ever fire 500 Nitro Express round? I haven't. Hey, K, buddy. Yeah, I got one right there, Mr. Santana. Right there. It's a Kalashnikov. Drew says bye. Thanks, buddy. Russian all the way. What's the white pistol? It does look white with reflection, doesn't it? That is a Makarov made in Hungary. Chambered in 8 by the 9 by 18. It's a FEG 9mm. Pretty good shape. They made it from the 60s to the 70s, that one. I forget what took the place of that. I did some history about it. Sampler says, okay, Rambo. Greetings, Gunmaster. What's up, Deadpool Wilson? Hope you spread amazing gun advice and sleep plentiful. I must go and spread the good news. Good vibes. Thanks, Deepool. Subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry. Bustring, what state you in? Southern Arizona. Do you prefer living in Arizona versus California? Oh, Arizona all day long. I'm from Arizona. I'm just back over here. This is Pesna Nevation. SVD, nice. Where's the shotguns? Xavier Taylor says. I got 3 pumps in there, semi-auto here, a bolt action there, 2 double barrels. Those are all double barrels. That's a double, a single. Well, actually, that's a lever action. That's a single. And these 2 right here are garden gun 9mm shotguns. What's your favorite carry gun? Would I use AP 300, APK 300 AC? 2.0 Bodyguard Smith & Wesson and 365 SIG is what I carry. 1911 right there, Springfield Armory. Bleep Yoga, Donald Trump. We support ICE. Bring the nation charm to Chicago. There we go, Herb. There we go. FN 509. I don't have one. I think they're really nice, though. Gilbert, Arizona. Troy, Quackenbush. Troy, you don't happen to have some family in California, do you, in Visalia? I worked for a couple people with the same last name, Quackenbush. He's a Marine, ex-Marine. Well, Semper Fi, brother. You know what the most common gun in Vietnam War was? Not sure. Glock, right there, Glock 20. Gilbert, Arizona, Quackenbush. You got to be related to those people over there. It's a rare name. Caliber of the Glock is a 10 mil. Hey, it's me again. What's up, Tanner? Love you, brother. Maybe on the 3. Maybe on the tree. Oh, yeah. Troy, because, like, Quackenbush is the same name as the family that I've done work for in Visalia. I'm a handyman, so I used to do stuff over there. Right there. 223556. He's laughing. Ha ha ha, says Danger. 3030. Right there. Taurus. Yeah, that's a 10 mil. No, that's not an M16. It's an AR-15. No, it's a Glock 20. Not if he's a Marine. I think he's an ex-Marine, if I recall. Do I have any 357 SIGs? No, I do have 357 Magnum. Glock is beautiful. The sniper rifle is right there. 338 Lapua. 556, yeah, that's the same. Wow, Troy, that's like... I think he was a Marine, as far as I remember. Not if he's a Marine. Keanu, I don't have a 50, no. What's up, John? John 45 says show. Show what? Do you have anything that can shoot a 50 cal? Noah, I have a 500 Smith & Wesson. That shoots 50 cal. Got a Quackenbush 22 cal made back in World War One and Two. Nice. YouTube has dropped this live approx 5 times since I've been watching. Really? That's weird. I did it once because I had to refresh it for you guys. Good old rifle sniffle. Yeah, there we go. It was Army, hence the Marine joke. Oh, I think he's Marines. I'm pretty sure he had a Marine hat. They're white ones they wear, like my great grandpa had. Where are the revolvers? Sauce Boss. We got 2 there. There's one up here and one in that blue box, and there's another 12 in the cabinet. They'll be out tomorrow. So Sauce Boss, if you want to see it, tomorrow is Wheel Gun Thursday. Yes, that's a 5.56. No, I don't have any 8.65, unfortunately. Why do you make guns Why do you make guns your entire personality? I don't, samplers. I know this is a random Q question. Go ahead, buddy. All good, brother. I'm a top Godzilla King Kong guy, including Frankie French, Romeo, Tommy Perry. I don't know what you mean, buddy. Kind of weird, Carlitos. Do you have a 50? I don't have a 50 BMG or a 50 AE Desert Eagle. I have a 500 Smith & Wesson. I know this is a weird question, but what's your favorite song? One of my favorite songs is Great Is Thy Faithfulness. 309. I don't have one. And As the Deer Panteth Forth, the Waters on My Soul, Longest After Thee. That's one of my favorite as well. Let's see. Taz, welcome. Ali Muhammad says AK. We got one right there. Let's see. Do you have a Schwerver Gustav? I do not. A 308 right there. It's funny. You should know that already. You've been in here. I'm your winter shoulder. Oh, dude. Carlitos, get out of here. Let's see. Do you know about the 6.7 meme? To me, it's dumb. How's it even a meme? They're just this guy. What do you call it? Rapping, and in it they say 6.7. 6.7. It's like nothing. What's cool about that? Oldest gun. So that's my oldest pistol. It's an E. Allen's Derringer from 1869 to 71. And that thing is a flintlock ball and cap. Sorry, it's not a flintlock. It's a ball and cap percussion from 1840s, I believe. What's that all black gun on the table? The all black gun? That's a Glock 20 10 gauge. No deagles, buddy. In love with the 5.7, but can't have it in California. Actually, HI you can. I bought that in California, so you can have 5.7s in California. I bought that there at Sportsman's Warehouse in Fresno. So I know you can, buddy. Any 7mm? No. You can give me the smallest one. Nope. Greatest I Faithful is a great hymn. Yep. Oh, man. Do you have anything that can shoot 9.5 JDJ round? No, I don't. I think there was only 5 or 6 of those made in the world. Kentucky Ballistics has one of them. But yeah, Mr. High, that's a Gen 2 FN57. I bought that at Sportsman's Warehouse, but it had 2 10-round mags in it. Now that I'm in California or Arizona, I have some that are bigger than that, but I think I'm going to have a 30 original size round for that. Let's see here. It looks like, guys, 30-06 Eric. Yes, I do. That one with the white line on it and rubber plate with the shiny stock, that's a 30-06 Remington 700. Heads out that way right in front of the tablet. It's from the early 70s. What's your best self-defense wrapping? Honestly, probably number 9 buck for shotgun, and a 9 for, up close. What handgun should I get that's legal in NZ? I'm not sure what NZ means, buddy. I was just in Sedona. Oh, got you. Do you have a Mosin Nagant? Yes, Mr. Waffles. That second one there it's a M38 carbine. It's the short guy from 43, and it's World War II. Yep. That one's World War II as well, through a 3 British Lee Enfield. This one's just so outside of World War II. New Zealand, okay. Nicest Taz. Hi, says New Zealand. Okay, guys, we are going to close the poll. Show all them. Luis, what's up, buddy? So, the AK won out just so from the AR. Just so from the AR. What should be our next poll, guys? Let's see here. Do you have a Guevere? I do not. Someone asked that once already, and we're trying to figure out how to pronounce it. It's kind of hard to pronounce. Yep, AK won the boat, guys. I don't have an SMG. It looks like one. That is a MP5 clone with HK MP5 internals. We're wanting to get a FRT for that. And thank you for showing. Hey, you're welcome. Do you have any Kimbers? I do not. That's another brand I don't have. Forgot about that one. Moxie, welcome. Ooh, hard. There we go. GeForce Jawbone. Two-tone. I stay away from anything GeForce. Unfortunately, they're fairly cheaply made Turkish. Some Turkish are fine. I have some. Yes, that's an FN57 right there. Sale rifles. Nothing for sale, buddy. I'm surprised. I'll be waiting for the FRT on that. Hey, Luis, you can help out on that if you want to drop a donation. It's up to you, obviously. That's what the donations are going for. First, it's going for the TX22 Taurus with an FRT. Then we're going to use the donations for the FRT on the AP5. How do you buy guns? With money. Tech 9. Nope, don't have one. Like martial arts, outdoor trucks, camper, motorcycles, God, wind, turbine, energy, water, wheel, and God. A Sega 12 Hyper that looks like a Sega 12. It's a clone. Right there. Favorite brand, a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun. Favorite pistols, I would say Smith & Wesson. Rifles, maybe Ruger or Remington. Shotguns, I'm not really sure for shotguns. Do you support Trump? I do. I do, my friend. I don't agree with everything. How do I get a gun if I'm a felon? Z-Tone, you can't. You'd have to get either black powder or air rifle. Fortunately, you can't. No ammo grand. Sorry, Waffle. The Raptor says, how much does he need? Moxie says, first time here, amazing collection. I just purchased my second Kimber. Costly, but very well made. Thanks for showing your collection. Thanks, Moxie. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Please do. Bro, you with money, but like, is there stores or is it hunting stores or what? Just get them at different places. What big gun? What you mean, Diamond? Talk about that big old one right there, 338 Lapua, the 460 up there, the 500 in the cabinet. Which one? You can own black powder, arms, two-tone. Yeah, as well as air guns. Technically, I don't know about antique guns if you're a felon, because you can't register them because they're antiques. So I don't know about that. JHN, welcome. He says he's from Indonesia. Nothing can get sent out there. Any shotguns? Yes, brother. There's two 20 gauge or two 12 gauge pumps in there and a 20. Some out of 12. Two double barrels here that are 12. That's a bolt action Marlin original goose gun. 3-shot 12. 10 gauge double, 12 double, 12 double, 12 double, 12 double. 10 double, 16 double. That is a 1901 chambered in 10 gauge. That one's a single shot 410. That one there in there is a single shot rimfire 9mm shotgun, and that's a 10 gauge single shot right there. Let's see. Do I have a Luger? I wish. Any thoughts from Rockline Armory? I hear they're pretty good. Have you killed a goose? I haven't. EDC 2.0 Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson, and 365 SIG. And Provost? What do you mean, Darren? My friend had a Glock 19 with a switch. Only for 300. I think it's going to buy it. It sounds like a hot item to me, bro. John, just answered that one because Moxie just asked it. What EDC? Sorry, I lost my place. Deji, what's up? Do you have a Carcano or can you tell us about it? I don't have a Carcano. 6.5. I don't. Vertasi says, wow, what a find. Good job incriminating yourself on the internet, two-tone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because a lot of states that's illegal. It isn't here, I don't think, in Arizona. Is there a WhatsApp number? No, I don't have a WhatsApp number on there. I want my collection to look like yours. Thanks, buddy. Muhammad has please signs. Email? There's no email on there. It kind of has one, but it's not really an email. What's that all-black rifle on the table? The all-black one is a little 22. It's the first gun that I bought that I registered to me when I was 18, back in 08. It's a 22 Savage Mark II bolt action. with a Cabela's 22 mag scope on it, but the rifle's a 22 LR. UEDC is the G19 or the tiny bodyguard, depends what I'm wearing. Yeah, Moxie, the 2.0 bodyguard, I have that. It's a 380. I love that thing. No, I don't earn a burst of 380. That right there is a Makarov, made in Hungary. Do you plan to use the meat from deer yourself, or do you plan to give it away? I'll eat it myself, buddy. Love deer meat. Same if I get a bear. I have a bear tag too. I have a Lena I put in for. I'm not sure. By the end of this month, I should know if I got a tag for it or not. You have a Car 98. It looks like a Car 98, but it's not. That's from Turkey. Bro, I love you as a brother. Thank you, Crazy. Let's see. Do you collect any Japanese Mausers? I don't have any Japanese guns or Nambu or anything like that. How much for the CZ? Nothing's for sale. Fits in my palm. Love the bodyguard. Yeah, but it's like, people's like, is it going to be too small for my hands? And I'm like, well, I got decently sized large hands and it fits perfect. Question, why are silencers illegal in a lot of places? Anti, it beats me. I was in Cali. They're legal there. Back in Arizona now. Justin says rifle. What do you mean, buddy? What do you mean? I think I already answered the one question. Let's see here. Mr. Joker says, what's your thoughts on the Chris Vector? They look kind of funny. Never shot one. I think it's some great ingenuity, kind of like Keltec does. If you could only take 3 guns with you a year-long survival camping trip, what would you take? I would take a good sidearm that's big and reliable, so we'd probably take the 10 mil for the bears. We'd definitely take a reliable bolt-action hunting rifle, so probably 270 or 30-06 with a scope. And then for the third gun, we'd probably bring a shotgun, a pump action, 12 gauge. Are there turkey hunting in AZ? Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't put in last night. It was the last day for spring turkey. I put in for fall, didn't get it. Spring turkey, forgot to put it in. I should have. The boys, Jesus loves you. Yes, he does, and he loves you too. I'm a Christian myself. Do you have any Marlins? I have one Marlin, Jason. It's a 36-inch barrel, 12-gauge shotgun that's bolt action. It's a Marlin original goose gun. What gun do you recommend for self-defense? It depends what you want to do, buddy, if you want handgun or something else. So many questions going on in the chat. I know, right? I'm getting a little slow in my brain. Watch out for parasites. My brother Moose and elk had worms. Thankfully, moose we don't have here, but elk we do. I put in for fall elk. Unfortunately, didn't get pulled because it's a lottery system here in Arizona. Good choices. Yeah, that would be. Have you ever shot an M42? I haven't. Orlando, what's up? Raptor says, who do you think would win in a fight, Viking or Samurai? Samurai. Possibly, because they're fast. They have like ninja moves. A Viking just has violence and anger and roar. Do I have an FMPS 90? I don't. Austin, thank you so much for saying it properly. So many people ask, do you have a P90? P90s are pretty much illegal. PS 90 isn't. Thank you, Austin Witherspoons, for saying that correctly. I do not. I tried to budget-friendly car to support my pew-to-pew addiction. Me too, big boss. I got a Ford Fusion that's from 2010. 1911 or Beretta 92. Tyler, I'm probably going to have to get to 1911, even though the Beretta probably fits more in it. No slam on Beretta, though. Love Berettas. Don't own any, but I love them. I'm sorry, I can't read German. I think that's German. Or Norwegian. Are shotguns good for self-defense? Umit Kabel, welcome. I see people use them in movies, but I know shotguns go over the top with damage sometimes. That's true. Tron. Right there, buddy. MP5 clone with HK MP5 internals. How much super chat for you to play Kirk in real life? Just a hater. Yeah, you definitely are. We don't need you in here. What's up, Forsaken? Yeah, he say 1911, said Tyler. P90 was the main gun on Stargate. I heard that one. Someone said it was chambered in 9mm, which is interesting. So the P90 isn't legal for 2 reasons for most civilians. Because the barrel's under 16 inches, so you need a tag stamp for that. It's also full auto. The PS90 is a 16-inch barrel, and it's semi-auto, so it's legal. Hey, man, how are you? I'm doing great, Ali. Welcome back, buddy. Uncle Doc, how you doing? Tron says, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Do you have an AK-109 Alpha? No. Okay, bye. Thanks, Forsaken. Nice Walther PPK. It's actually not a PPK, Leon. It looks like it. It's actually a Makarov chambered in 9mm 9x18 FEG PA63 made from the 60s to the 80s. Made in Hungary. Do ride quads or side-by-sides? I don't own any, but I do ride them here and there. I have cousins who has a dirt bike I ride off and on. I rode his four-wheeler, and I have another cousin who has a side-by-side. I haven't ridden a side-by-side in a while. What's your take on FRTs? I think they're cool. Thomas says hi. Forsaken says bye. Zach says hi. SKS always will catch my attention. I don't know why. Mr. Big Boss Status. You talking about that? It's got the banana clip even. Remember me? Yeah, I remember you. Raging Bullets just wanted to come in and show some support. Got to run, my friend. You're welcome. Or thank you for coming. Do you have a 50 caliber? I have a 500 Smith & Wesson. That's a 50 cal. Yes, Carter. I just showed the SKS. Ben, or Bay, whatever name is, welcome. Makarov game. Yep. Have that one that says 9mm short. Oh, interesting. Yeah, mine just says 9mm Mac on it. Because it's a Makarov. Are there any disabilities that make you legally unable to own a gun? If you're insane. 3223 and 308A, 24/7, and a 243 and 300 wooden bag, wooden mag, and a 678. Do you have a second photo you want from me? Do 23s walking around with me? See, I will be. Neek Noose. I think you translated that, and unfortunately, it came in half gibberish. What's up, Snacks? Do you have an AWN? I don't. You got a 10mm? Yes, sure, Mr. Shade Squad, right there. Glock 20 10mm. Nice Makarov. Ever shot a Tuckerov? Yep, I got one in there. It's a Tuckerov CZ52. Chambered in 7.62 by 25. Another cool Soviet era gun. Yep, mine's a Cold War. Made in 54. Neat to get me a 460 Rigby. That'd be cool. Makarov, where I'm from, Iraq. It's called Pilot's Pistol. Is that a tan pistol under the 5.7? Yeah, that one's a FMK 9mm. See a 5.7 when I drink. Yes, it's an FN 5.7. Is it a good carry gun? It's a big gun. It's long, but it's light. No 6.5 Creedmoor. Do you have a USP 45? I don't. Do you have a flintlock? Squid, I don't. That is a percussion cap Kentucky rifle down there. Noose says play high, hope rock and roll song. Play high, hope rock and roll song. Soviet era gun. Yep, mine's a Cold War made in 54. Need to get me a 460 Rigby to be cool. Makarov, where I am. Okay, Zach. Sounds interesting. I think it was a translation, but it's okay. Most expensive to replace would be my 338 Lapua sniper right there, or my double barrel Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge right there. Those were both my most expensive. I too collect whole lore firearms, best gems in my opinion. Can you spend me a gun like a Glock and I shoot like 350 caliber pistol and I got a desert? I paid 10 grand for it. They're not for sale. Kever, 1911, Springfield Armory. PPK is good. You have a FN Scar? No. Do you have a Sega shotgun? Carter, that looks like a Sega. It's a copy of a Sega. Atlantic Firearms is where I think who sells that or who it's made by. Okay, let me rephrase. Would 5.7 be a good round to carry in a small package? It's a big gun, like I say, so. Galil or FLs? Leon, I'm not sure. Yeah, I have a 270 Squid. That back one with the big scope on it. We're going to use that on a whitetail hunt mid-November. And the 3030, which is right there, Rossi. If you guys want to see that, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and I'll post videos of me hunting. Mid-November, guys. All right, touching the screen for refresh. That's all. You got 270. Yep, I was riding my quad down road, and a car was going past. I got closer to the edge of the road and didn't see a piker on the road and hit at a 20-mile-an-hour landing ditch. Dude, okay, how much was 10 gauge? A lot. Do you have an AKM? I have an AK, but not an AKM. I bought a Galif and an AR-15-27, haven't shot a whole bunch, quickly realizing I want a better scope. Got you. Any AKs you recommend? Nice collection. PSA Arms, maybe? Or Bear Creek Arsenal, I hear, is pretty good for cheaper AKs. Scope, that's a Sig Sauer, and this one's a Cabela's. 30-06, so there's one behind The back one's a Remington 700 270. The front one in front of it is a Remington 700 30-06, Mr. Kever. Battle rifles or carbines, depends what I want to use. But Browning 71, 348 Win. Now Burros is okay, thanks. Bear Creek is great. I bought both of my Air 10s from them. Yeah, Kenrod, he has a channel here. He is a kind of like a sales rep somewhat for them. And he gets kickbacks from a little bit, and he'll help you get a really good deal. Do you have MEGs? No, I don't. 73 in the chat, guys. Like and subscribe. Donate if you could. No 45 410 Colt revolvers. No, I think they're cool though. Do you have any MGs? Nope. Do you have a MIA Galil? No, I don't. With your ARs, do you like the side charge system or rear? Mine's a rear, Dave. I only own a rear. I don't have a side charger. I'm back from the grave or sleep. He's the crazy Frenchman. Isn't that what he said? Crazy Frenchman, crazy Frenchman. I have a RPK and a PKC. Interesting. Make you a deal. If your collection can outmatch mine, I will give you mine. Mine outmatches yours. You give me yours. Let's see if you can get a pair. I can't even have all my stuff out, unfortunately, Mr. Stan. Hey, thanks for the donation, the little star. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm not sure why it didn't go to the poll here. It should have went on to that. All right, buddy, you get a MP5 slap. Ready? Ready? Do you have an AK-5C? There's an AK. Oh, there goes another one. Thanks, Red Knight. What's up? Papa Pews, welcome, buddy. To PTR 91. I don't know what that is. Missed the poll. I didn't restart the poll. I didn't restart it. I restarted a something else. Walther PBK. No, that's a Makarov. Would you ever buy an RPG? Maybe. M60? That's making the noise? Yeah, huh? If you want to hear more slaps, Leon, do a little jewels or other donations. Just woke up for a second time. Do you have a Glock with a switch? No, I do not. Holy, how many guns you need? Not enough. How effective is a gun whip? Gun whip? I don't even know what that is, bro. Enlighten me. The Rambo light machine gun. Oh, that'd be cool. M16. No, I don't. That'd be neat. All guns in love. Yep. Never have enough. But make sure your satisfaction is in other things, because they never satisfy. You got to through it. I do squid. That plastic one right there is a 308. What's up, Rajid? Raiz? Welcome, Papa. Appreciate you showing up. You have an M16 machine gun. I sure wish. What do you hunt? So, Kuna, we did a dove earlier. It's currently quail. I might go out. I just got a bear tag for spring. And I have a fall whitetail mid-November. If you guys want to see videos on that, like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. And then we put in for javelina in the spring. We'll see if we get that. Do you have a lot of guns? Yep. Birdies. Yep, we do some birds. Oh, also we also do the clay pigeons. Do you have any Imperial German firearms like the Luger or the Mauser? Oh, I wish, dude. The Mauser broom handle? Yeah. What do you think about the M16? I think it'd be neat. Do you have a QHVE TSV I-80? I do not. HK-47. Right there. It's a Kalashnikov. So a video of a few guys made a MG42 semi-auto with AR-15 parts, so they shoot it on YouTube. Interesting. What's the best way to find surplus? Oh, that's a hard one, buddy. Swap meets, pawn shops. I don't know. It's up to you, buddy. Online. Do you have a bunker plan for Silver Unrest when it comes? Don't have any bunker. MNDR, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the channel, to Desert Armory and more. No MP40s. Nope. No MP40s. Like and subscribe, folks. Appreciate you a lot. We do all sorts of different accents here. Do you have any historic guns? Quite a few. Just got my first Luger. Nice. My daily carry now. And yes, I do wear Pickle a bee helmet. Interesting. Leon. Do you have a trip for you? Do you have a trip for do you? Yeah, that was definitely messed up, Nax. Now I know why you deleted it. What's up, Gapter? Do you have any taxidermies? I have a rack mount that was my grandpa's. I need to find it so I can stick it up in this room. I don't know where it is. He used to have neck and head mounts, and he also used to have a taxidermy fox, but I think that thing fell apart. Love you, bro. Thank you. No DP27s. GSG MP40 on sale at Atlantic Firearms. Ordered mine today. Nice. That sounds cool. Let's see. Do you ever take your guns apart? Yeah, to clean them. Do you have a tripod or do you hold your phone? Currently, it's on a little tripod. Sometimes I'll hold it and walk around the room to show you stuff better, or just carry the tripod around. Right now, it's getting charged, so it's just mostly getting twisted in the same spot. Pickle Habu is just German Imperial helmet with a spike. That's what I figured it was. Excuse me. I was thinking a German helmet with a spike, and I was right. $52 in the chat, guys. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you're not. Let's see here. Chat freeze up. 56. Yep, still 56. Showing ops. What you mean, Yolanda? Oh, welcome. You were in here another time. Which gun in your collection has the most fire rate? Probably the AR. Maybe the AK. At least for the rifles. For the pistols would be my TTI Canic Combat. It's in that black case there. 308. I got one right there. Right there. It's a Savage Axis Gen 1. What's up, Pimp Doggy? Daddy? You got a Trico? I don't. Do you recommend bulky guns? Not if you're going good with them. Bearded Dragon 5.56. Yes, we got one. There's a 10 mil right there. Glock 20. There is 5.56 right there. J-Dog, appreciate you, man. Once you're done donating, I'll give you your slaps. Let's see. Bulky guns. It depends if you're running around with them, my friend. Me and my dad have been collecting baseball cards and have spent hundreds, and if my mom finds out, me and my dad are cooked. Yeah, gun streamer. Bang, bang, Bo. What's up? Like the guns, he says. Jarvis Babbitt. Thanks, J-Dog. We got the goal. What kind of AK was that in the corner? It's a Kalashnikov. All right, guys. We got 9 slaps. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No blackouts. Bearded Dragons is beautiful. Yeah. You guys can hear more of it if you guys donate something. Gunny Berettas. I have a Beretta 10 gauge Silverhawk behind me. 69 in the chat. Thanks, guys. Heck yeah. Yeah, there you go, J-Dog. You know what to do. Appreciate you making that happen again. Let's see here. I don't know how to close that thing down. Earlier I had it closed. Let's see here. Do you like to shoot down birds? I do when it's the right season. Yes, it is. AK a 5.46 or 7.62. Bearded Dragon, it's the original, the 7.62. Got a JC Higgins or Susan Roebuck? I have a Susan Roebuck 12 gauge. It's a Model 200 made by Winchester. Railgun. Need a blackout. Possibly one of these days. I'll bet the Mauser is nice and quiet. The Mauser? That's that one there. That thing ain't quiet. That thing is loud. Kicks like a mule. These all the Canadian guns resales. Yeah, right. DNU have a Desert Eagle. I do not. Beautiful. Have a good night, sir. Bang Bang Bo. Welcome, buddy. Appreciate you showing up. If you didn't subscribe, could you? The Glock on the end of the table. Offended. It's on the end of the table. Well, if I stuck something else, there's something else would. Bearded Dragon. That Ruger right there shoots 38 specials. It's a Ruger Blackhawk. Ever jamming a gun while hunting? No, I haven't. The bolt is quiet on the mouth. Oh, they are. Yeah, they are smooth. Those are smooth. It's the K98 action, so it's smooth on mine. 80 in the chat, guys. Well, appreciate you showing up. Do you have a rifle? Yeah. Melky, I think I do. Good question. JC says, I know. Yep. 357 Magnum shoots 38 specials too. Yep. Red 9 USF Superior to Glock. It's controversial but true. Oh, it's true. I don't doubt it. It says 5.7 ammo really that expensive? V2, I have a place to get 50 rounds for 49 cents a round. Kind of expensive. Rip Band is the scope on both bolts. That one's a Cabela's for a 22 mag, even though it's a 22 LR. And that one is a Buckmaster SIG. Not sure how to close that thing down. Mini suppressors, no. 30-06. There's a 308 right there. Savage Axis Mark II. 30-06 is right there. That's a 270. Both Remington 700s. Dragon Beard says, nice. No suppressors. Like the lever actions. Thank you, buddy. Day of the Game says, hello. I'm really new to learning about guns. I subscribe, by the way. Have a good night. Thanks, Daily. Appreciate you. Nero Nova says, nice guns. Favorite gun for hunting. 270 or 30-30 is what I'm going to use for my whitetail hunt, depending if I'm in brush or if I'm out in the open by little bushes. Now it says, do you plan on adding more to World War II 1-1s? I would love to. I do have a King of Pistols Desert Eagle. I don't. I wouldn't call it the King of Pistols. I would call a 1911 the King of Pistols, dude. Yes, that's an FM57. No Desert Eagles. Mauser was a silenced perfect sniper rifle. The black one, 30-06. No, that one's a 22 LR. That one's a 308. How old were you when you got your first gun? I was 18 when I bought that gun from Walmart back in New Mexico when I was traveling through. Any P220s? Yes, I got one in the safe. Cryo, welcome to the chat. Bad Bleep FN. Yep. Same. I love 1911S. My dream one is Empire Scorpion. Nice. Revolvers and handguns in a hunting scenario. Hunt scenario, probably a 10 mil Glock or 10 mil something. I feel like Desert Eagles are too much for a pistol. Yeah, they're overrated. Jam up too often. What's up, Pool Man? Grand? No, I don't. C4? No. Dynamite? No. Grenades? No. No, sir. We don't have those. Excuse me. Dunny Model 70s? Nope. I have a Bofa 54 caliber muzzleloader. Nice. What's the fastest gun that you have that shoots bullets? Probably my AR for modern sporting rifle, semi-auto, and probably my Canik TTI Combat for 9mm. Hey, mine has never jammed. Oh, really? J-Dog. Oh, I said something wrong. J-Dog has his... Hey, don't get me wrong, J-Dog, that finish you did on that thing, I love that. It's the best brand. Which one is? You've earned a subscriber. Thanks, buddy. Bofa? Never heard of that. I really have the design for 1911s. Yeah, me too. Really love it. I see a Mosin. Actually, yeah, that is a Mosin. Second one in. Here in Alaska, we carried a 4.4 mag and up. Yep. Sniper rifles over there, the big old muzzle brake on it. 338 Lapua. Leon, yeah, I have a 460 Smith & Wesson and a 500. Those are definitely good for grizzlies. Both of them. Hawken 50 cal. Not a Hawken, no. Do you have a lever action? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a Model 99 in there and a lever action shotgun over there. FN57, you got it Majestic. Yes, it is. Those are beautiful. You want a closer look, J-Dog? Start salivating. How many guns you got? Don't know, buddy, Mr. Gee. You have a 10 mil and a 1911. What if you put both? They make a 10 mil 1911. Get both of both worlds. Nice choice. And yes, I agree. You need those bigger calibers for up here. Yep. What's your favorite caliber currently? I really like 9mm, honestly, and 45 ACP. To play soft, I haven't. Let's see here. It says anti-sergeant. Anti-UTTP sergeant. What's the lever on the back? Lever on the back. That little thing there, that's the slide lock. That's the dismount. And that's little things you have to pull forward to make that... No, sorry, that's the safety. That's the dismount. Closer towards the rear. Yeah, that right there is to lock back the slide. The uncontroversial SIG P20. Bearded Dragon, SIG needs to put their big boy pants on and take care of their mess. They need to quit making excuses and causing people to get hurt. Biggest gun, 338 Lapua. And that right there, 1860s 5.77 caliber Schneider. Hey, hermano, you're back. Those are fake. Says it's a stick up. Jairus is it worth to buy a 45 ACP? Yeah. Samuel, benvenido de la canel. Could you take a gun apart right now for us? Unfortunately not. Can't touch a gun on lives. You can on shorts and long format, but not alive. Hey, Forsaken, he's back. The Eagle Luger, a very beautiful gun, but the 9mm version I would want very rare because not many were made. The Eagle Luger was the American Eagle on it. It was choice for sidearm. For the U.S. Army. Okay. Biggest gun. I already gave you the answer to that, buddy. How much is your collection worth? More than 15, bud. Little before World War One, but America went for 1911. Yep. I think YouTube was stupid for that rule. It's because somebody offed themselves, Raptor. They took a gun to their head and did something they shouldn't, and they banned it. Like your guns. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate Mr. Babbitt. We have a fat bunny rabbit in here, a fat rabbit. The fat rabbit, and then we have Mr. Gaming Jairus Gabbett. And let's see, the gunner Gaming Raptor says, oh, okay, gotcha. Make more sense. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, though. Then they blame you for touching a gun, and you're not even in the photo. And you got video proof to prove it, and they don't care because it's a AI pulling it. Thoughts on the M16A2? I've never shot an M16, honestly. I shot M1A, but not the other. Malaki, why? Why do you want to see my face? Guys, somebody donate and I'll do a face reveal. Either a gem or a donation, and I'll do a face reveal. I do some of my own reloading, yes. Can you show me the Glock 19? Lorenzo, I don't have a Glock 19. German Luger P8 before 19. Remember, was actually going to... Really? I did not know that. Hate how some applications start reeling on AL for moderate systems. I know, right? Favorite Glock. Bearded Dragon. I'm not a huge Glock guy, so I only have one. It's the Glock 2010 mil. It's okay. Single stage press. Yes, mine's a single stage. This one's called the Rock Crusher, and then I have the smaller one that RCBS has. How many guns do you have? A decent amount. Think about getting a 3.8, but I like my 6.5 Creedmoor. Yeah, the 6.5 Creedmoor gets pushed out a little farther than the 3.8. A little more accurate. If you want to do a little bit of like challenging 7, 800, 900, 6.5 does that. 3.08 won't. Which one's your favorite gun? I have a lot of them, my friend. Okay, do a face reveal. If you donate, you have to either do a jewel or a super chat. One or the other. Generally, which do you prefer, $20 or 38 special? It depends what I'm doing, Dragon. If I'm plinking 22. 38 special, I have a gun that shoots it, but I rarely ever shoot that in it. Only when my dad wants to shoot. Which one is your favorite? Lorenzo, I have a lot that are my favorite, so I'd rather not go over it. I've reloaded on single press stage, got Hornady press set up. Okay, mine's the RCBS. I got it. Both of them for pretty cheap used, and a lot of dies used on Marketplace. Dad's guns. No, they're all mine, buddy. I'm 35 years old. Okay, go ahead, prove it. Malky, prove $1,000. Bet you guys 500. He has a beard. Raptor. Takes so long to type because I broke my right collarbone, so I have to use my left hand. Dude, I'm sorry. You have a Gap 45. That's cool. Malky, let's see it. I'll do a face reveal. You said you'll donate that much. Let's see it. Even if it's 1,000 pesos, that's still $100. Just under. It's like 85, 75. See it when I believe it when I see it, my friend. Gaming Raptor knows all about what he's doing. Yeah, he does. I know what you're sticking in. I smell what you got your finger in. Do I donate the bleeping money? You can if you want. Or a jewel. It's up to you. What up, Unk? Atomic. Bolt Action Wednesday, bud. Malik says, nah. Let's see here. Let's see. I love it, but I have to special order my bullets. For which? Oh, the Gap. Yeah. Yeah, guys, try to keep the cursing to a minimum if you don't mind. If you do it multiple times, you'll get kicked. But if it's just once in a while, you'll just have the message deleted. That's all. Do you agree with the USA replacing the M4A1 with the? They're replacing it with the what? The 277 Fury, right? Bolt action Wednesday. Yeah. Why the pistols have no bolts? Shaking my head. Tuck tuck. uh, I know, right? Philippines. What's up, Chris? Was cursing just used to show anger through words? I think some was. Others were used for other things. I mean, made. There you go. What's up, Wayhead? Like the martial arts outdoor, trucks, campers, motorcycles, God, wind, turbine, energy, water, wheel, Calac, Soric, Fortunate, and God. Thanks, John Slack. I think you mentioned that earlier. Appreciate you showing back up. Shrek? I don't have Shreks. If you want to see a little Shrek guy, FAO Man has that on his channel. No tax stamp at the beginning of the year. Yep, Ruger Farming. We're waiting. We're hoping to get something for our MP5 clone. Malky says hi again. Wahid says hi. Daily Game says, oh wow, I was scrolling and found your stream again. Yeah, there you are. Just shared your live. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. 6-hour XM7 rifle. Is that the one that shoots the 277 Fury? Which one do you use the most for hunting? Bearded Dragon. When I did plinking for like coyotes and stuff, I just had a 22 at the time, LR. Time you're going to bed, Brody. I have to stop the live in about 10 minutes. Favorite retro pistol. Hey, CIA, what's up? Retro pistol? 1911. Like that one right there. 3.6 versus 3.0 for deer. 308 is good for mule and whitetail. 30.6 I'd say is a little better for elk. Used to own a tortoise from Russia. Cool. Why is the AK-74 in the corner? She's lonely. That's actually an AK-47. 7.62 by 39. What suppressor do you like the most? All-around multi-cal can. I haven't looked into them a whole bunch yet. I'm gonna get one that's for my for the MP5 clone over there. I could either get a 3-lug, but that'll make it quick release for just that gun, or I can get a thread on that's the same thread as my 1911 double stack Tisas. That way I can use it on both. What your house look? Oh, the brake confused me. Oh, okay. What composers do you like the most? Okay, that one you already asked me. Either really. Do you own any attachments or any red dots, red sights? I have a red dot for my Tisas double stack, and those two boxes here are for my Canon TTI's Combats, but I need to get a plate for them yet. They're Vortex Viper red dots. Nice guns. Thank you, Joseph Erickson. I know some Ericksons. Let's see. I'd like to purchase some of your fluids, either separate or all mixed together. Super need. What do you mean? Been broke. When I get money, I'm going to donate some money to you, Brody, like $40 if I'm allowed to do that on here. Yeah, you can if you want. I don't care. It's up to you. AK-47. Yep, it's in the corner over there, right there. Redwood. Military grade sounds good, but it's actually not that great. Yeah, you're right. You're welcome. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, can you show ammo on stream? Yeah, you can. You can't show... Sometimes they're picky on magazines. I don't know. I had a cleaning rod and they pulled my video for it. Said I was holding a gun. What's one of your favorite guns of all time? Plinking 22s. My 10 gauge Beretta bolt action right there. Sorry. Double barrel, not 10 inch bolt action. Yo, is shot a big 4x4 buck with my 1911 on Monday, and she's huge. I got him from like 35 years. Nice, Anderson. Opinion on the ADM stuff like no vertical grips. The ADF or the ATF? ATF is gay, as they say. Desert, you should buy 400 zip 22s and put it on the table for an April Fool's stream. They're really expensive, though. They really went up for the nostalgia. Does anyone here watch Kentucky Ballistics? Me, hands up. Me, I watch Kentucky Ballistics. We should do a poll of that. Kentucky Ballistics versus Brandon Herrera. Yep, simple math. It makes no sense. So, they say if it's a little angle, it's fine, right? At least not on a pistol. So, a straight down on a full size is fine, but if it's a straight down on a pistol, it's wrong. What's up, Tucker? What was the gun and caliber used for Charlie Kirk? We don't know, buddy. We actually do not know. What they're telling us isn't true. Kentucky Ballistics is beast. Yeah, they are. Where's Firearm season started yet? It has for here. I don't think quite yet. I think they're just getting over bow and black powder stuff. Which you prefer? Western guns, FN, FAL. Anything wood stock is what I like a lot, and so a lot of those would be older. But yeah, AKs obviously have wood stocks. FALs, I don't think. I think they're like a plasticky material. I mean, maybe you could get wood stocks, but what do you think is the worst revolver of all time? Revolver? What's a bad revolver? There's a few they used to make that would do a chain reaction. That one, what's the one that has the case seals off the bullet and then pulls it in? I didn't think that one was super reliable, but what's your favorite movie? I don't watch movies, buddy. Buy the 90-degree grip and you can use it on anything. That's true. This one I bought for like $3 somewhere, and I want to put it on my AR because it's a 16-inch. And it's the same color as what I have. I just need to put it on. Favorite movie? Really question, why is it so easy for younger teens to get their hands on a gun? I don't know. What piece are you fixing to buy but can't find? The elusive piece. EH. I have some old shotguns that I'm trying to find parts for that I'm rebuilding that take a while to find. Schofields are the worst. Possibly, yeah. You got to get an Emerald Grand for the collection. Hey, Ruger, I found one at a swamp meet for 1,200 cheeseburgers. I didn't have 1,200, so I couldn't get it. It was the cheapest Grand I've ever seen. Very good shape. Didn't look like it was messed with. An older guy had it. I think it was either World War II or just post-World War II. Nobody really knows what guns he was killed with. Apart from crazy, they really don't know. Like to talk about stuff like that. That's a poor guy. Didn't deserve to die. It's really sad. Yeah, it is. Most Gun Revolver is the one you're thinking of. Yes, that's it. Have you been to Australia? I don't. Have you been to Australia, mate? I haven't been down under, Dragon. Would love to be down under. FN makes the FAL with proper wood stocks. They do a real fine job. Green work as well. Thanks. Jeremy Summers, welcome. AK-47. I think I showed that to you. It's over there in the corner with the Russian redwood. What's up, Allie? Welcome back. You allowed to make your own guns or need some sort of approval or license? I think here in Arizona you can print. Other than that, I'm not sure. $100 worth of guns. Perfect. Yeah, right. You wish. Terrible Australian accent. Yeah, that one sounds more like I can get it sometimes. Right now, I'm not getting the greatest because my vocal cords are fried. I'm better. Like right now, I'm not the greatest at Australian. Right now, it sounded more like English a little bit or Scandinavian or whatever. Big collector, window shopper. I'm walking dictionary firearms. Pretty good accent. Do you have any World War II John's weaponry? Yeah, there's one. Mosin Nagant right there. And I have a Mauser right here. A 303 British Lee Enfield. And I have a silver, a Cold War 5.7 in here. Sorry. CZ52 Tuckeroff in their Cold War. And a Cold War Norinco SKS. Yo, that illegal. What's illegal? What do you think of Unabomber homemade gun? I forget what those look like. A British accent. Where's your mate? Please. Is it a British accent? Please, can you help me? Used to live in Arizona, Navajo County. Really, Leon? Nice. M1 is 1955. It is perfect shape. I was wanting the internal M1, but sell for Springfield. Gotcha. What's the old handgun in the bottom left? That, Jackson, is a little E. Allen's. Made for 3 years, 69, 70, and 71 of 1800s. It's a little 22, and it's worth about $1K. What's the best firearm for the range? Depends, Mr. Captain Hook, what you like. Yeah, I got shotguns. Internal user. Fortunately, we don't do that on this channel. There's a guy called Clown something that does that type of stuff. Has a wall of lever actions. Yeah, I do. And shotguns. Double barrels. They're all antiques, those ones on top there. And the two in the corner over there. TT30, yeah. Do you appreciate living in the easy? I sure do. Gun nuts are just nerds, and I meant that respectfully. Hey, that's fine, cheesy chads. Bloody hell, mate, proper collection. Thanks, EH. Very cool. FAL is needed for manufacturing of firearms. Yeah, you have to get a certain classification of it. Body your guns is fine within state regulations and federal regulations. Yeah. Move back soon. Love Alaska, but it's very expensive. You're in Alaska. Oh, yeah, you did say that. Is today and not worth it. So you're going back to Arizona, Leon? That'd be nice. Knight Rider, what's up? Close to my shop 5 years ago and still have tons of parts. We was in business 70 years. Dude, nice. The Mosins sure have went up in price. Bought them for years, all greased up, brand new for $80. I got my SKS all greased up for pretty cheap compared to what they're normally going for. The Mauser here I got for pretty cheap for what they're going for as well. Ammo's over there, buddy. Yes, sir. Back to Navajo or Apache County. Got some land, so it's time to put it in use. There you go. I used to go through those areas, Navajo and Apache, to go to Sholo, as well as up to New Mexico, where my siblings used to live. My grandparents in Sholo at the time. Oh, well, guys, we are going to slow down here. We're about to quit. What the bleak I just saw an Eastern brown on the road go into the bush. Eastern brown. Oh, brown bear. Love Sholo. Yeah, I do too. My mom and dad, about every anniversary they go up there. They're here in Arizona too. Sister just moved back as well. At 6, getting all the Camazin, Cosmoline. Yeah, I know. For that SKS, I literally had to break the whole thing down and clean everything with a toothbrush. Marco, you're catching us in time. We're about to wind down here. We've been on for 3 hours. Appreciate you showing up, my brother. Like and subscribe. Hey, Russell, welcome back. Hard to transport with a gun. Not in Arizona. California, you have to have them locked up and the ammo separate. Hey, before you go, what that sniper that looks like an Accuracy International rifle? This? That's a 338 Lapua Ruger Precision. That goes almost 2 miles, they say. No, not brown bear. It's a snake in Australia, second most venomous in the world. Whoa. SKS with the floating pin is the worst build ever. I don't know what that one is. I stuck that in. It originally had the numbers matching duck building there. AR-15's right there, JF. What's the biggest ammunition you have? 338 Lapua and my 5.77 Schneider. Eastern Brown Snake, 338 Lapua, love it. All right, guys. Well, we got to wind down here. We're just heading out. I'm sorry for the guys who just got in. Like and subscribe, guys, if you're new. Appreciate the donations, the super chat gifts, and all that. We're going to put those towards the TX 22 Taurus, and we're going to put an FRT in it. Don't have a Desert Eagle. And then once that's all taken care of, we're going to put the donations toward the MP5 clone FRT or Super Safety as well. So look up to that, guys. Appreciate y'all coming by to Desert Armory and more. Remember, when life throws you a curveball or gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God instead in those times of uncertainty and ask Him for help, and He will shine light on your pathway, for He is the only way, the only truth, and the only life through Jesus Christ. Thank you all. You have a blessed day. Till next time, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Arizona time. If anything changes, we'll let you know. Thank you all. God bless. Till next time, folks. Desert Army and more out.